All right. Good morning, everyone. Enough of the bad music. And oh, excuse me. I apologize. I literally just woke up like, huh? What's going on? CBD space. What's that? But hello everyone, and to anyone listening, we are hanging out at the CBD Plaza, coordinates -141, comma 98. And we out here. I already see that we have a Bali elf here at the plaza with us. Hello, Bali elf. And then on the space, I see M and Dimmy and Zesty Beam. Good morning, good afternoon. And yeah, I don't know. Probably today will be a short stream. Uh, don't know how many of you are feeling chatty today. I and I'm just still processing life, so we'll probably run it for an hour or so, unless the conversations are just so awesome that we need to spread them out to 3 hours. Right, Maki? Maki approves of this new timeline because she says that it will give her time to climb up my leg and wreak havoc all over my table. Right? Right. All right. After releasing the weasel, it's time to begin. Oh, I see M's coming up to speak. Hello, M. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How are you today?
Doing okay. I fell asleep at like 5 o'clock last night.
Well, I mean, in the past, whenever that's like happened to me, I call it hibernation, and I like wake up like maybe I don't know 7 a.m. like my time, like and be like, oh, that was great. Are you
That's,
feeling great today?
that is basically what happened. I woke up at like 7 o'clock today. Um, Took puppy out, let the chickens out, made some coffee, and now I'm here.
Now you're here. Nice, nice. Um, well, another week of CBD space. It's definitely been a slower week in Decentraland, I have to say. I wonder if everyone's taking Canessa's advice and touching grass.
I was gonna say, I think everybody must have taken like their summer vacation. I know that Scat just came back from a vacation a few days ago.
Old
Um,
guy as well.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know about anybody else, but it's like hot right now. Like we're like touching 105 out here, so it's just like my whole day is like making sure the chickens don't cook outside.
Keeping the cooking oil as far away from them as possible.
Exactly. They're just like slow baking out there. It's like just so hot.
Are
So
your chickens just as spoiled as my German shepherds where they have air conditioning in their house?
they do have a swamp cooler. I've been telling Doc the last like week or so that we need to put it out there because it hasn't like been unbearable until about like this week. So I feel like it's finally the time of year where we need to put the swamp cooler in there.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, okay, so you're reporting it's unbearable, and now I'm just like thinking about Canessa, who maybe may have not seen air conditioning in the last week.
Is she like camping or like
I think that is the dealio, like when she goes out there.
mm,
But she can definitely confirm when she gets out. But like I think like in previous like years, that she was out there, it was like a full out like camping, waking up and freaking smashing rocks.
I miss camping. I haven't gone camping in so long. We haven't had like a huge opportunity to explore the wilderness out here.
Mm. Okay, so this will probably sound ignorant of me. Like I've only been to Nevada twice, and like in the time that I ventured out to go to other cities and stuff like that, or maybe even go towards California, I have not seen any like woods or forests in Nevada, like just straight up rocks and desert.
So, for the most part, yes, it is basically just rocks and desert. But there is like if you get higher in elevation, like out here I think it's called Charles. No. There's a mountain out here. Let me look it up. And it has like tall trees. Like it's like a woody forest area. Um I'm looking it up now. But it is super, and it's colder up there. It's like just a little bit colder. Charleston View, Mount Charleston, I think. Spring Mountain. It's Spring Mountain, and yeah, it's like totally like woody, foresty, colder. At least like I'd say at least 10 degrees colder up there. Um, and there's lots of trees and trails, so it's really interesting. You like go through there, and it's like the way between our town and Vegas, and like it's so weird when you get up there because you're like, where did all these trees come from? And like, of course, they have Joshua trees everywhere, but those just look like desert trees. So, but yeah, there are higher elevation areas that definitely have like a woody feel.
I see. So it was my ignorance. I'm like, anytime I've been out there, it's just like rocks, rocks, pretty rocks, um, desert, sand, dryness, death.
You're definitely not ignorant. It's for the most part, that's definitely it.
Hmm.
And I'm stoked to be like not in Vegas because Vegas is like over 110 because of all the cities and like the buildings and like the concrete. So they get like really hot. So we're about 5, 6 degrees cooler, which is nice.
Which is nice and surprising, huh?
It is surprising. I didn't think it was going to be like that, but it makes sense. I mean, less buildings, less concrete, less like heat absorbing stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. Less heat creating stuff as well.
Yeah, and it's so weird because I notice out here too, like when you walk away from our patio is concrete around the house, and so like when you walk away from our house, I notice it's cooler out in the yard, and then as you get closer to the house, it's hotter. So that was definitely something I learned when I moved out here. I didn't anticipate that.
Oh wow. That yeah, that's something that not many people think about. Okay, so I'm looking at like okay, I may have okay, close enough, close enough. Okay, because one of my trips when I went out to Vegas, I went to the Death Valley National Park,
Oh,
and like that comes back to like my comment, like desert rock, pretty rocks,
yeah, I've
because
definitely been. Maybe I have. I feel like it's kind of big, but I've definitely driven like out to Ash Meadows, and I feel like that's kind of close to that. Maybe I don't know. I'm still learning the terrain, but yeah, there are some like really cool little. I don't know, like, and I'm looking at the map. So like, if you look at Mountain Springs, it's like kind of green, and then like you get to the lower elevation, it's all death and rock.
yeah, I'm like trying to like find it on the map here myself. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Which one did you find?
Or actually, no, never mind, never mind. I got tricked. I got tricked because like it was like just on a Google map. I saw like greener patches, but those
Mm.
greener patches could just signify the like a national park or some shit like that. Oh,
Uh,
actually, no, never mind. There's La Madre Mountains, um, Wilson Ridge. Well, that doesn't look too grassy. Uh, Petro Petroglyph Wall.
that sounds like a giant rock.
Yes, yes, it was a wall indeed. But okay, okay. So so trees do exist in Nevada, just in rare patches. But there are places to camp.
Yeah, there are camping places. I know that like there's like a ton of wildlife out here. So like even in our town we'll get mountain lions just like cruising through the street. And so like I know that like some of these hiking trails have like mountain lions there and like I don't know, I'm not experienced enough of a camper to just like wing it and go out there and start camping. So like I need to make friends that will take me camping.
Yes, yes. Just like the Decentraland, camping is always better with friends.
Exactly.
But and let's see. Good morning, Noob, and I see Lil Ian's at the CPD Plaza. Let's see Dimmy. There's Dimmy. I see Max pointing. What are we pointing at, Max? Um, let's see in our space here. There is old guys. Zesty Beam. What up, Vita? Hello, hello, hello. Um, today's a quiet day. Our superstar Canessa is out of office. She is digging for gold, and she'll be back next week with all the entertainments. I am just a Mew fill-in for the week. but but yeah, just bullshitting. Probably gonna run this a short space and then get out of here. Enjoy the Saturday. Um, looks like I've taken Canessa's advice here. Like in the time that she's been gone, I've just been like, I'm taking a break from Beyond the NFT at least for these 2 weeks. I haven't been able to secure a guest this week, but I've been lining up some pretty decent guests for future episodes. Like I haven't been working towards executing like this week, but in the future at least I will.
You'll come back so recharged, especially like during these super hot months. Like, we all know how hot the computer room gets, and it's just like, oops, sorry, I had a call come in.
Okay, I was like, is it me?
No, no, that. Yeah, I totally had a call come in twice. But yeah, no, you're gonna come back so recharged, and you're gonna have like such a nice lineup of people. It'll be great.
At least that's what I'm trying to achieve. Last night while I was like in the Meta Beast roaming party chat with Doc, I actually like had an idea of like I had there was that big voting website that they made for NFT NYC for all the people that wanted to submit and to be potential speakers. I kind of thought about like it might be a good idea to just like skim through those and find like some of those individuals and invite them on Beyond the NFT. It could be, something beneficial both for like the overall like event itself. It like creates excitement and for me I get to meet new people.
Yeah, that'd be so great because you would already know them before you get out there. So that's a genius idea. I'm so excited for you, by the way. Congratulations. Let's just take a moment to like bask in that glory that you got accepted to NFT NYC. That's literally amazing. And I'm so, so happy for you.
Yes, yes. Like you ever had one of those moments where you like something happens and it like and you're like super excited, and then at that same time like something just like dawns on you. Like for me it was like what dawned on me, it's like that Talladega Nights meme of like when Will Ferrell's getting interviewed and he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. That, that's literally where my worries lie. I'll be like, I don't know what to do with these things. Fucking tie them up.
It's literally I like always like imagined you going, but like I didn't know. Like I felt like there were so many applicants. So like I'm just so stoked that like they saw you and they heard you and they want you there. Like that was just so amazing. Like it's one of those things that you're like I've never gone for anything like that. You know what I mean? Like not even like just in the respect of like web3, but like anything really like I don't know, competitive, I guess. And so that just it was just I was so excited for you. You winning feels like a whole win for our whole community.
Oh, thank you. I mean, definitely, it's in past years, it really hadn't been that or felt that inviting, like at least for metaverse individuals such as myself. Like, I remember applying in 2022, and literally in the application, it's saying in bold letters, "No metaverse talk." And I mean, this time around, like they've been like in my pitch, I literally said metaverse. So yeah.
Maybe they're coming around to the idea. There's been a lot of like I don't know, there's been a lot of meta in the news and stuff and I don't know. I think that it's becoming so engrossed in the culture and IP. You know what I mean? So it's like they had to open the door at some point.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think we are like shifting into, well, what we've been calling them, calling it instead of metaverse, digital experiences, digital platforms or environments.
Virtual
Um,
worlds accepted.
is what accepted?
Virtual worlds.
Yes, yes, that too, that too. Anything but metaverse, like anything but that word, like has been working lately, it seems. And I don't know, like I think I think there may be a misconception about like even just metaverse platforms as a whole. Um and I'm kind of like getting this off of like on Tuesday I was invited to speak at the Huddle X space for the little pudgy penguins or little pudgies. And I was from talking to Dan, like he was like, "Oh, I thought this platform was dead, and the pudgy penguins have Pudgy World and this and that," and kind of gets me thinking. It's like, do NFT projects think that it's their metaverse or no metaverse? Like when it comes to just having a presence in a digital platform, don't they understand that if they spread out as far as they can, Decentraland, for example, why not have a parcel that leads back to Pudgy World for like if if that's where you want to take people, like have a little parcel on Decentraland that kind of like advertises Pudgy World and takes you to it as well. Like that's like the beauty of Decentraland. It's not just about one project, it's about what the people bring to the table.
That's a great point. I feel like that should be like a marketing point for the team. You know what I mean? Like to reach out to different I don't they probably maybe they do this, but like to reach out to different NFT projects and really explain that you don't have to be just what's on the market. You can literally bring whatever you want and putting your IP in as many places as possible is only beneficial to the project. And I was listening to that space. You sounded great. It was a great space. They sounded like they are like super diehard Pudgy fans, like slash old sappy seal people.
Yeah, yeah, they're very, they definitely love their pudgies. And it was kind of, it was a short notice kind of opportunity that got sent to me. Like one of the, I guess, both of the co-hosts couldn't make it that day. One had to work and the other one was on a train. So one of them hits me up. It's like, "Hey, can you co-host tonight? Like, would you be interested in doing this?" And I'm like, "Say less." I'd be happy to be a part of the co-host rotation when you need me.
You're like, I fucking got this. I'm a pro.
I'm a pro. I don't know much about Pudgy, but I can talk about Pudgy and Decentraland.
Yeah, but you got a pudgy, and you got lots of pudgy friends. Um, it's so exciting to like get involved into like a new community. I'm so sad. I wish that I could. I mean, I know that pudgies have dropped, but I just have like zero crypto right now. Like all of my crypto is invested in Decentraland at the moment, and I'm a I'm a firm believer that I keep the money in the system. I don't use like I'm not using outside money to keep funding it. I'm building off of the same amount of money that I originally put in like several years ago, but I've just used like trading and different investment in projects and selling, and so I just kind of keep moving the money around within the community and within the platform and within the ecosystem. So I'm waiting to see if hopefully one of these random coins I'm holding is going to take off so I can go get into a new project.
Yes, 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 yes. I am hoping too. I am hoping too. Um, cryptos has been a little shaky lately. I feel like we're at a point that no one knows where it's going, whether up or down.
Yeah, it's pretty unpredictable. And I was so sad because I invested a ton in the Azuki project. Like, I bought that thing for like probably 3 grand. And I like can't do anything with it. And I also invested in like their beans and like all these other different NFTs because they were going to do a coin drop. And I was like coming off the high from when Hyperfi dropped coins. And like, yeah,
Mm,
Azuki like pretty much took my last little bit of funding in the NFT world, which I love my Azuki. I don't even ever dream of selling it. It's kind of like how I feel about my clones. Like I absolutely love my clones. I would never sell them, especially because I've created like Decentraland wearables around them.
hmm.
So I'm never gonna let them go. But like, damn, I need to do something with that Azuki. Maybe I should make wearables from the Azuki too.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely another way to let's call this exercising your IP.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I like the Azuki. I think I identify with the Azuki the most.
And like, how have you been keeping any tabs on like what the Azuki project is up to? Like, is their Discord dead, or are they there? They're just like not in the hype right now, or
I think so. I think they're there. They're just not really in the hype right now. And
okay.
I I want to don't quote me on it because I haven't been in their Discord or anything, but I definitely see them on Twitter, pop into spaces and share stuff, but I haven't connected with their community as much as I'd like, if I'm being totally honest. I'm a little more connected with the clone community, and so I think I could probably try harder.
Yeah, the reason why I ask is like because like it could all even be something that you could loop back to our world here in the Centraland, like either for smart wear or not smart wearables, linked wearables, or even have like just a little home for them.
Yeah, that would be great. And it's not a 3D project. Like it's a 2D, image. So like I feel like it would be a nice opportunity just like with the pudgies to create models. You know what I mean? It's just they're so detailed. So, and I'm like not super talented in Blender. I can get around, but I'm not like somebody that creates art in Blender frequently. So, but I feel like that would be a good opening because there are some people in the Azuki community that do have 3D models of their stuff. And it's not something that it comes with like other projects like the clones or, you know, some of the other ones. I know we had this little like group chat, Doc and I, with Stony, Shelly, and Dino, and we just kind of share NFTs in it. And we always go for the 3D file one. So like I know they have a ton in there that like we would all pick up because they had 3D files. I should check on those. Isn't it crazy when you think about all the different NFTs you bought and you're like, God, what wallets are they on? Are they still worth anything? Do I still have them? Is the picture still there? Is the project still functioning?
We live in wild times when we have to worry about the picture.
Gosh, I and then there don't even get me started on the scriptions, the ETH scriptions. Do you know how many of those I have? I have so many of those. Like the owls and like all the little different I remember I used to go buy like little NFT projects for all the girlies. Like I would send them out to all the girlfriends and like go pick ones that look like them and send them to them and yeah, I miss doing that. Those are fun.
Yes, yes. I mean that was I mean that was part of the fun with the baby dolls like like and don't get me wrong, like while that was happening, like I would be like seeing the projects that all the girls were joining, and I'd be like, oh, I can afford this one, I'm gonna get in. So I joined you in a few of those.
Totally, and I think uh what's her name? Yolantis. Yolantis still has her Twitter PFP as one of those that was like big for the girlies. I forget what it was called, but definitely her Twitter PFP is that project. We all have one of those. Um, and like even most recently, I think like just a year or two ago, I sent some to like I sent a few to Canessa that I thought looked like Canessa. I sent a few to Talks that I thought looked like Talks. Like
Oh, you do that too. I do this. Like I'll be sending little gifts to Canessa, like of like just like either if it's artwork that reminds me of her, or like yeah, just send random stuff to our friends. Like, hey, this reminds me of you.
yeah, like this is your little version of you in this project. Um, yeah, no, I love doing that, and especially like some NFTs, you know, they're like totally floored. They're like I remember I picked up so many from this one project. They were like $1.50, but they were so cute. They were like these, and they were like knockoff Azukis, kind of. I think. Um, and I sent out like so many of those. Those were so fun to go through and match them up.
But so I'm looking back at a couple of my baby doll aligned purchases. One of them is I don't know, like res robs, like they're like little robots with like cool images. They're like cool. I don't know. It's cool artwork. I like it. I enjoy it.
Well, now I
Was
need to
that?
look in my wallet.
Yeah, REZD Robs. ROBS.
Oh shit! I came in here. I have the worst ADD, you guys.
Yes. Oh my
So
god. Oh my god. I could speak about that too. The other day I literally like was like, why am I like this? Because because literally I what was it? Okay, I was in the bathroom. I was like, okay, I'm going to take a shower. So like I'm, undressing to get ready to take a shower, and then I go, "Oh, I forgot to buy this from Amazon." And so then I just like sprint out of the bathroom to my computer and go on Amazon. And
I'm the same way. I'm totally the same way. You'll like catch me just cruising around the house with like the shower running, like halfway undressed, like trying to finish the chore, but also trying to get like a cold drink, but also trying to like just all this stupid shit.
yep, yep, just everything needs to happen.
Okay, so I got fuck. I did it again. I went to go get coffee and I poured the milk, but I didn't pour the coffee. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my computer. I swear, I'm gonna go look at the NFTs, but I need coffee.
Coffee is very important. Today I'm lacking on that aspect of all the things, but after the space, I'll double up and take a trip to the gas station and buy one of those double shot um double shot Starbucks drinks. Those things crack me out. I don't know if you ever had one.
I definitely have had one. I used to get the vanilla ones when I was in college.
Yep.
And then they came out with the micro cold brews. So
Well, are the cold brews like more of a bang for your buck? Let's call it.
they reminded me, okay, so when they first came out, they used to give you one that came out of a tap and they didn't ice it, and it was almost like drinking a Guinness, but a coffee version of it, okay?
Okay.
And I loved it, but like I don't know, they changed something about it and now they all come with ice. But yes, the micro cold brews are like I'm pretty sure they're not even allowed to sell you a venti. Like I think the, the largest one that you can get is the medium, the grande. And so um yeah, those are like super caffeinated. And I used to get those because I had a 7 to 10 p.m. class, which I don't know who devised that schedule. I mean, it was ideal, okay? It was
That's evil.
ideal. But it was evil, okay? It was so evil because like by the end of that class, like I used to just be falling asleep in my seat and I felt so bad. I was like, he's going to fail me just because I'm falling asleep.
What one thing you learn about college though is that the teachers literally don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Once that paycheck hits their bank account of like from you like signing up to their class, like it's like, all right, I'm out. I'll
Well,
teach
not
you.
only that, but it's like you chose that class. Like, like college becomes a different realm from high school because you chose to be there. It's not like you're affecting the like passing scores of a public high school that could potentially get in trouble from the school board. Like it's a very different realm of measurement. Like
Mm-hmm. The kids that would like, you know, like not show up to class in high school, and they'd have the special privilege to take a police car to school on that day when the truancy officer would come get them and shit. Like there's none of that in college. You're all grown up, no need to baby you.
I'll never forget when I was in those night classes. We were also doing a last slice project. I think it was IWB, and so our meeting was like basically right before or at the same time as my class. And so I'd be like in the car on this meeting driving into my class and then I'd have to like hop off and go to school. It was just so wild. Those were busy days.
Yeah, holy crap. Okay, I I didn't know that the timeline was like, within the time that I've known you, you've taken some brutal college classes.
Yeah, my college career extended pretty long because I was that special class of people that is not poor enough for financial aid, but I'm not rich enough to just pay my way through college. So like I didn't get any discount. I didn't qualify for financial aid. I had to work part-time and pay for my school in full. Well, like it was just hard. It was so hard. I think back to that time and I'm like, I don't have the stamina for that today. Like, I could never ever do that again. I'm grateful that I have the degree. That's for sure. It's a good degree. It's business administration and accounting. So they're good degrees to have. And I accumulated a ton throughout that process because it was interesting. Like halfway through my college, like at the university, I got a letter from my community college where I took a lot of the courses, and they just like issued me a bunch of these random little degrees that I obtained from taking so many courses. So I was like, whoa, like I didn't even apply for these and you're just sending them to me? This is great. They're not like, like crazy ones or anything, but it's still something, I always tell everybody that I can add it to your resume. Whatever you do, even if it's small, dress it up nicely and stick it on your resume. And so that's why it was just like kind of cool to get this like random like FedExed like package of like all these little degrees. I was like, wow, cool.
A little certification, like completion of certification of completions and degrees and stuff like that.
Exactly,
Maybe like
exactly.
some communication stuff and and whatnot. Like that is awesome
I
and
should
an
go fish
excellent
those
surprise.
out. I don't even know what I did with them, to be honest with you.
uh, and I just wanted to kind of just go around the room and say hello to the friends that have been joining us. Lo Eames is here, and Meatballs as well. Demi, Scat, OAO. There's Otaku, and Kawi. And of course, in the space, we have Jim Cedric and Fancy joined us, and there's old guy, good friends, all good friends. Doctor Drip. There's Argent, which I have not spoken to in like maybe a month or so. But as a quick update, Argent, I know last time we spoke, I had just put in my application for NFT NYC, and you had voted for it. I got accepted. So, quick update. Yes, I was accepted this last week on literally, I think I received the email on Tuesday. Uh, and yeah, um, that that was such a surprise. I'm like I don't know what it was, but like before I got that email, like I was feeling like I was gonna have a bad week.
Oh.
Like I don't know if it's just like negative Nancy Mew or something, but like I don't know. I was just like not in it. Or at least I wasn't on that Tuesday. And then just like that one email just turned everything around for me and turned my dullness into like into nervousness.
It made your stomach turn.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, like crap. Now I gotta get a little bit of media training. I gotta figure out what to do with my hands. Uh, Maybe I'll just like tie them up with like a zip tie or something.
It'll be so good. It'll be great exposure and it's going to be so good for you. I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing.
Yep, yep. I mean, it's just the underlying like evil Mew goal. I just want to, you know, I just want Decentraland to be seen by the NFT world. Like I know it gets seen, but it doesn't get seen by the crowd. Um, I kind of, in a way, like I want to see if I could be like be an example of someone that does operate in Decentraland that like loves it.
So,
Super
have
happy for you.
oh,
I'm super happy for you. You so deserve it. Well, I want to see that. I want to see your show. So I'm super happy. That's all.
Thank you, Arjun. So good to see you. And I'm sorry, Em. I think you were gonna say something, but it all got like mixed up.
no, no, that's totally okay. I didn't even see Argent jump up, so I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you at all. Have you thought about like your presentation, like what you're going to talk about?
Well, I don't even know the topics yet. Like actually, thank you for kind of asking that question because that reminds me that I need to like do my updates for like I don't know some platform that NFT NYC is using that is like AI powered, and depending on all the submissions like and everything that is pitched, it's gonna like take all the speakers and put them into panels together and stuff like that through the powers of AIs. So I need to go back and update my profile, I guess.
Okay, so that's cool as fuck, and I also think that it like totally drives home you definitely needing to invite the speakers on Beyond the NFT before NFT NYC happens. Like, because then you guys can all like start talking and get used to each other and how you all communicate like beforehand. That would be so cool. You're gonna make so many friends.
That's so smart. You have to listen there.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, Arjun. Little more context earlier. Like when we first started with them, I was telling her about how like last night while I was like sitting down with Drip, I kind of got the idea of going through. You know that website that you saw whenever you went to vote for me, how it had all the videos and all the applicants and stuff like that. Start hitting up some of those people for to come on the show.
Love it. So cool idea. I love it. Love it. And I wanted to see to say another thing. You have a lot to say, but a lot to say about the central and etc. But not only the central and also the experience of running a long-term community that is based on Web3. Not only the metaverse, but of course we are centered in the metaverse because we think in social, but in economical terms, I think also we need to think in Decentraland as Web3. You know that better than me. I'm surely Manetta knows better since she comes from the business part, and I was so happy to listen to her talking about that.
I may need to have a conversation with her. I'm not very businessy myself, so I may have a thing or two to learn from them.
100%, 100%. That's what we need, some people that orients us in that area about the AI craving and blah blah blah. Depends on which AI are they using. It's gonna be better or not. I hope they are using a mix between Gemini for the because Gemini can like process like a bunch of stuff, and Claude Fable or Fable. I don't know what's the correct name. Spanish here, so I call it Fable. But I hope is one of those, especially Fable or Fable, because they are not so much all is good, all is positive, or blah blah blah. They are more like for work oriented, which is helpful. So if you need to talk to Claude, or if you need to present something for the AI cribbing, it's smart to ask Claude how to say the things to be sure that the AI craving, or what I'm trying to say, picks you for the best panel.
Oh Lord, oh Lord. Hopefully it will pick it within my expertise and not just like throw me into like a law and order in NFTs panel, and I'll just be like, I'm not sure about like, following the laws or any of the laws. Maybe I could speak about breaking them. So I have an RTMP server. I stream my work and also music through that server. Right there, boom, law broken. International IP law broken.
That's so
Oh
funny.
my gosh, that of the international IP is a pain in the ass. And with this, I
Yeah.
go back to listen and to work. In I let the moneta.
Well, yeah, but before you go back to
Yeah.
work, I'm just curious what you've been working on, or is it a surprise that
Ooh.
you want to?
Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, I guess it's a surprise, but it's not at the same time. Well, I can spell some beans in why I also was telling you to ask Claude for this part of the work. You know that for the people that doesn't know too much me, that I guess is a few here, not the make all doctor, hello, hello. The thing is that AIs are a bit dumb and complicated. So at least for artists uh, in- for publicity and blah blah blah, maybe they are better. For general things, they are maybe better, blah blah blah. But if you spend a lot of time, if you're a prolific artist with a long career and no time for setting up your projects correctly, and always your PC is a mess, and you cannot find sometimes what you did 10 years ago and blah blah blah. uh, Cloud Eco Work is a friend and an ally. um, I am using it nowadays to try to revamp. One of them is the Decentraland Music Fest. The installation that I did in there for the reverse thing that is it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because from that little installation, now it's like a saga that I'm scripting. I'm writing. So probably will end in a book. So that's it. And at the same time, just today I was recovering another because of portfolio and blah blah blah. I am recovering another project called Catito and Rose, and just talking with Claudia about it. One of the things that was suggested is, why don't you put this in the Centraland? And I was thinking, oh yeah, yeah, I have the meshes, I have it all, you
I
know.
I always knew I like Claude.
Yeah. So it's helping a lot if you have a especially mm, messy because of the timing, and because of the exhaustion, and because I guess probably, you know, messy people also, we are humans. Is helping in tracking, in setting blah blah blah, all the things. So I'm able to manage in at the same time the 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 central and revamping the of rebirth, the reboot, I mean, the reboot for long saga term, that is this is not going to be able to the public for long time. But there is other projects to summarize. There's other projects that I'm writing right now that probably will you will see some bits in at the end of this year. And Gatito and Rose, probably you will see it in next. If it's not the Decentraland Music Fest this year, I guess it's going to be one of the Decentraland festivals for next year. I hope, if they pick my project, of course. But yeah, that's for summarize. I'm rewriting the first book that I write when I was like 17 years old, and it's a terror story. So I'm having a lot of fun writing it and making it like, well, more mature, more mature for nowadays, and for the writing. And also, as well, I have another ongoing project that is Rise. And Rise was denounced activism, art installation that I did like a ton of years ago under other surname in Second Life via 1 billion rising, that is a project and that they do each year for calling the attention over domestic aggression and violence, especially in women and in children. I participated. I was one of the artists invited for the first year to participate in the events that were metaverse events, because they were doing like the first year, at least they were doing like a big, I don't know how to call, like a event where all people were invited to dance like 24 hours, um, to call the attention on this problematic. And yeah, I'm reconverting that little poem that I write with the art installation for a Decentraland and also Fortnite. So, but it's going to take a little, like 6 months.
You've
Six
been
months,
busy.
yeah, at least 6 months, because I am going through the process of optimizing the meshes without respecting that the original assets were no AI. So I'm following the same thing, using for all the creative part no AI. So also difficult the thing, because this is now, if you are an artist and you have your own content, it's easy sometimes train the AI with your own art. Then you can do the derivates of your own art with your own style and so on. But I decided, and not only me, Claude was also recommending that respecting the how it was done also is important for the rebirth of rice, because uh, the allegory of physical violence, you know, is a physical act, the one that you do when you are painting, when you are meshing yourself, even when you are using digital thing. But it's a physical thing. You have to use your hands anyway. When you're using AI, mm, eh, yeah, you use it your hands. You're not using it anymore. So,
Nachdem
in
das
order
Ronaldo-Tattoo letztes Mal
to
bei euch so gut angekommen ist, dachte ich, ich
make
filme das
the
Ganze wieder und lade es für euch
allegory
hoch. Ich
between
habe für das komplette Rückentattoo 6 Stunden
what is
gebraucht.
happening in
In der Regel brauche
the
ich eigentlich immer
script,
ein bisschen was länger, war aber
what
jetzt
is
behindert
happening
warm
in
und ich
the
habe mich ein bisschen
creative
was beeilt.
process.
Der Preis lag wieder bei
I
1.800 Euro.
decided
Normalerweise
to
nehme ich für ein
go
Rückentattoo
no AI,
2.400 Euro.
no healthy for
Bei
that part.
Porträts mache ich aber immer eine
No
Ausnahme, weil
AI.
Porträts sind echt Meisterklasse. Es kann immer mal was schiefgehen.
Which is a
Deswegen bin
great
ich da runter
idea.
auf
Yeah, like you
1.800.
mentioned, you
Gott sei
gotta
Dank
keep
ist aber
the
wieder alles
kind
top
of like
geworden und
its
das Bild kann sich sehen
original
lassen.
form
Wenn jemand von
intact.
euch noch Bock hat auf ein
Uh,
Rückenporträt, könnt ihr euch sehr gerne melden. Ich
so good
wurde vom Jahr
recommendations
2026
from
ausgebucht
Claude for
und habe
sure.
erst ab 2027 Februar wieder Termine frei. So, so sah dann auf jeden Fall das
And
fertige
and
Stencil
uh,
aus und hier
in
kommt
in
das
all honesty,
Endergebnis.
like I
Ich bin mehr
I
als
can
zufrieden, der
see how
Kunde war es
this
auch. Wir sehen
will
uns beim nächsten Piece. Haut rein.
I could see this coming out like really awesome because like it's one thing like to make an AI image that's fully AI, but then it's another one to take one of your own that you've already put so much time and work into, and then enhancing it would be the word, enhancing it with AI, and
Yeah,
yeah, making it even better.
yeah. Well, that's okay. But for example, one thing that I find interesting because it was not the same like when I did this art installation in 2013. So long time ago, over 10 years, 13 years ago. And of course, it changed a lot how you can use the quality of the images in game development and design. For example, using textures that was 1024 pixels was like, whoa, you were using too much, that's too much. So the interesting part, especially when you lose also, and you are an artist and you're messy, you think that you are going to save something and later on you don't save it, or and then you miss for whatever reason. It can happen something in your computer, or you are not any longer using the same computer that you were using. That is was my case, for example. And so you lose a part of the work files, the original work files. How I use it to fix one of the textures that is super important for the story. Um, it was for when I lost the Photoshop original of this picture, of this texture, and that was using for quality pixelation, waifu. Okay, it's a free tool that you can use for not bettering your images, that is adding something or whatever. No, this they if you have, for example, a picture that is an old picture and is very degraded, that you can recover the original, and with more quality, more pixels, you know, and maybe printed. So that, yes, I did. For example, what I did is I good thing that I was having some of the layers that I was using for this texture, save it as individual images, because I use them for anyway textures, background textures. But of course, all these textures were only between 180 pixels. That is very low quality. And how you achieve that 180 picture nowadays is going to be looking good in the Decentraland or in Fortnite. Well, that's difficult if you don't have the original. And the original it did not lose quality. Is you if the original is an SVG, for example, or instead of just an image. Um, so that, yes, I did. I said, oh, yeah, me cago en nena, me cago en todo. I'm cursing in Spanish because I was not able to find the original Photoshop anywhere else. Just this disconnected layers, and from that I had to do the archaeological recovering, digital recovering of the quality of the texture, cleaning, for example, details that, of course, 13 years ago were not appreciable. You as a visitor will look at it and will not notice it. But nowadays, you enter the Centerland with the same texture and you are going to see the errors. So that's why it's useful using it like that way instead of mm, for what I call it archaeological digging, of the is digital archaeology of your own assets, if that has sense. Sorry, my English is shit, but nowadays I'm just talking with Claude and in Spanish, so
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
you're gonna have to speak English with Claude. No, no, it's better in Spanish. You know, you would
Y menos mal que tú me entiendes, pero el resto no.
no, I definitely understand for sure. And yeah, thank you, Arjun, for coming up and sharing. Let's see. I know that we have had a few new friends. Well, a few friends drop into the space. I see Quan down there and Meta Beast. Hello, hello. Oh, NFT Nurse. I see NFT Nurse. Very nice to meet you last night, NFT Nurse, at the Meta Beast roaming party. Thank you very much for popping in, and it was awesome to see that you were having a great time at the event. We host those events every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we go till 11, or I'm sorry, till 12 a.m. Eastern. So you're always welcome to join us, and we're always here in Decentraland, like throwing a party or just up to something. We're always up to something. Um, right now, this event here, this space is being streamed into Decentraland to the CBD Plaza at coordinates -142, comma 98. And yeah, we have a few of the fam here just chilling as well. But yes, once again, great to meet you. And if you have any questions, always feel free to ask us, or if you'd like to introduce yourself, you're more than welcome to. Next week we will be back in full swing with my co-host Canessa. She may be getting back from vacation then. If you call digging for gold a vacation, but sounds like manual labor to me. But yes, yes, we'll be back in full swing next week. I also see Odd Job down there. Good to see you, Odd Job. I hope you're enjoying your summer and you've been making some pretty cool stuff. If you guys have not seen in the CBD Discord, there is a channel. I believe it was called Landowner Chat. Let me relook. Oh yeah, Landowner Chat. And in there, Oddjob has been dropping his findings on the just like a quick scan of like what is a fair price value to purchase land in Decentraland. Kind of like giving you those breakdowns, kind of catching on like wash traders and tracking who they are, who these individuals are that are artificially raising prices, and and kind of giving you a fair price gap of what you should be paying if if you're just getting into Decentraland, don't want to like over invest or spend too much money, like what would be a fair price for you to buy a parcel at. And so yeah, that Ajab's been working on that. It's been very cool and exciting to see his work develop. It's even getting me to like kind of like just wonder, because like this map I'm seeing in the landowner chat is like a map of the northwest quadrant of the Decentraland, which is like where we're currently at here in the I believe it was called Vegas district. And we own a lot of land as like as friends, as a group of people, as individuals. We own a lot of land in this area. And I don't know, maybe something that could be added to a future community building Decentraland website. Um, Kind of like just have our some community owner landowner representation in there, some way somehow. I'll have to figure it out. For now I need to worry about reing up on my AI credits, because it's been way too long since I've blown 300,000 credits. Oh yeah, I look, or not 300,000. I took my usage, my overall usage in the last month. Whenever I was like making my website and all that, I blew through over 3 million cloud. Well, just AI credits in general. I need to
Well,
be better
okay.
this month. Yes, I need
Yeah.
to be better this month.
What the fuck? Because cloud can be very expensive. I am in the lowest, the lowest, 10
But
euros per month.
But Argent, I don't want inferior AI to touch my website.
Well,
Uh,
okay. I have to say that Claudio deserves that, but oh my cago en todo with
I
the
know. Okay,
Claudio. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now that in one day specifically, I'm seeing it right here on June 14th, 2026. I used 157 million cloud credits on that day alone.
And you're using Fable, that is more expensive.
No, I was using Opus because they had
Oh,
ripped it. This was last month, so like I've been
yeah.
all out of AI credits. That like I blew through two cursor subscriptions, the $20 one and then the $60 one, in a span of 3 days. And then I've
Oh.
been withdrawing ever since, like just like picking at my scabs and like
You have
uh
more subscriptions than we have. We only have like three types of subscriptions to Clode. As far as I know, that is the 10 ish euros month,
Mhm.
the 90 euros month, and the 200 euros month. So
Okay. Yeah. Cursor has like a $20 subscription, a $60 subscription, and then there's the $200 subscription a month. So
oh,
like, yeah. When I
you're
ran out of
using
the
Cloud via
$60.
yeah, you're using Cloud via Cursor. Then
Mm-hmm. Yes.
ah okay, Cursor is good also as well.
I like Cursor.
Yeah.
Like, or at least like at least I haven't like gone to Claude, and maybe someone will can come up and be like, no, Simple, it's not like that. But from what I'm getting at is like if you're using Claude, you still need to take the code and put it into a code editor and like do an extra
No,
step. whenever.
No,
Oh no,
I
you can just like,
no,
let's
yeah,
say with
not
Cursor,
only that.
I basically said, get make me a website, and then it made me a website. That's all I needed to do. I didn't have to take anything to anywhere or anything to do that. Is
Yes,
that how
because
cloud is?
Cursor is yes, because Cursor is at the same time the the a web a source editor. But no, cloud with cloud, what you can do is connect. For example, what when I write code in cloud using cloud, what we are using is Visual Studio to open it.
Well, okay. So
But
can
because
you?
I don't have cursor,
Okay, yeah,
but
that's what I was gonna ask. Can you integrate it to Cursor instead? So, oh, okay,
let
if
me
that's
check
possible,
it because
I'll
I'm
continue
in
paying for AI.
love. Let me check it because I'm using Cowork with Cloud. Cowork is quite cool. For example, um, I have it integrated with Blender. With that, I am not using it currently with Blender. But yes, it was surprised me that I am using Scrivener and Final Draft for writing screenplays and stories. And the amazing thing that I find out is that without any kind of integration is able to talk with Final Draft 13. That is the latest one. Anyway, I'm checking for cursor right now and plugins connectors. Um, da, 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 da. Cursor. Cur, pues it should be a way to connect cursor directly, but right now I'm not finding it.
Okay, yeah, because like I don't see a point in me like downloading another code editor or anything like that because
But
I
you
already have
have it.
Cursor. So,
But yeah, but you have Visual Studio. You're in Windows, and Visual Studio comes with Windows by default.
oh, I thought I had to download that in the past because in
Mm,
the past I have downloaded it.
you only need to update it. So, but yeah, Cursor is also a very good writing editor. Da, da, da. Yeah. What you,
They recently released the Claude 4. Or not Claude, Grok 4.5 on Cursor.
I don't like too much Grok, but I have to say that I didn't use it too much, so I don't know what to think of Grok.
Yeah, so as a Grok user, because I have
Uh,
X Pro or
yeah,
whatever the fuck, I think Grok is stupid as shit. But
not only Grok
no,
can get your easily what is yours, your IP,
oh, I
and
don't know.
and give it to another, you know,
Oh,
which is a fuck.
I mean, I feel like all of them do this, to tell you the truth.
Oh, I have to tell you something that is that if you're using Gemini Cloud, I think you can tell it. But in Gemini, especially, there's a way to use Gemini that I am using it that is very simple, that is for brands and business and so on, and for ideas. And at least in Europe, is respecting the not give up the not if you're for example if you're having a business and if this business is doing some really cool thing that is coming in tech that is coming it's very secretly top secret and blah 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 the Gemini is not turning that back into the major flow of Gemini. So your idea, your work is not out for others to use it, or even Gemini suggesting you the idea of using it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because like I thought that
Yes.
I thought like that data sharing bullshit wasn't like you couldn't block it unless you set up a local AI on like your own hardware on your own machine.
With
Uh,
Gemini, you can do that, and I think that also with Claude projects in co-work, I think there's also, because I think I said it like 2 months ago for that, especially because I'm talking a lot on IP things and copyright things, and that I don't want my ideas exposed before I realize them, at least, no. So artists and business people, and you, that you have also a business idea for, is, you don't think in terms of business. I know you, because I know you, because you are like me in that. But we need to think in that terms. It's necessary to protect our IP in front of AI escapes, mm, pérdidas, and so on. So it's important to lose a little of time ensuring which AI and model are you using, in order for what is yours that suddenly is not, you know being done for by other people, with your being your idea, not the an AI idea or an AI project,
yeah.
so.
Uh, back to Grok point 4.5 because like I wanted to mention because Connell has been using it, founder of Hyperfy. He's been using Grok 4.5 and he's been pretty impressed with it. Like right here it says I downloaded Cursor AI to try the new Grok 4.5. Within minutes I added tools, weapon stowing, so that you can take things with you in vehicles without needing to drop them.
Yeah, but
Worked first time.
yeah, but the thing is that, well, you can do that also with Claude. But the thing is that
No.
the guy from Hyperfy is not protect is, it does not have any intention of protecting his his space, well, his art or his code or whatever. It does not, his intention is not that anymore. He's coding for open source. He moves to another type of workflow.
I thought
So
that was the reason why we got paid all that money is to for him to
yeah.
go from open source everything to his own business and kind of centralizing everything.
Wait, what? I'm lost. He
Yeah,
centralized it all again?
yeah, back in 2025, January 2025, we
Yeah.
received a huge Hyperfy airdrop.
Yes, I
I thought
remember.
and I thought I heard somewhere, I don't know how accurate this could be,
It
but it
was
could have
open source. Yes.
but it's not open source anymore.
What the heck? What happened?
He gave us money. He paid us for it. I don't exactly know because I haven't
Ah,
talked to him since on like his thoughts on like why he
he
what was the thoughts,
recovered.
yeah, what was the thoughts about
Ah.
or about the move and stuff like that, because it obviously couldn't have been a good thing for him financially because fucking people took that token and just dumped it as
Yeah.
everyone was doing at the time, so
Well, it was very difficult to set the thing, because you anyway have to pay if you had lunch. Anyway, you had it. That is what I was listening. If you had lunch, anyway, you have to pay the people Amazon services in order to put them up to the public. So,
I think it's still like that.
oh,
I do.
shit.
Yeah, like, but before it went into that, which was before we got the Hyperfly airdrop, it was just a website. It
Yeah.
was a like we could just it was a browser that we could just like log into our own worlds, and then from there we could like build and stuff like that. No need for server or anything.
Yeah, I remember because only like with for a couple of people there.
Yep, yep. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe it's a time to invite Ash back on Beyond the NFT sometime,
Yeah.
so I can get the real information. So anyone, if you heard me say anything, take it with a grain of salt. I don't really. This is just what I've heard, not what I know.
My information is even más fuera del loop de updated. Not updated. That is from the beginning of 25. So, yeah. By the way, I if you want, it's just because I crashed when I was going to ask you this, but talking about and I had to re-enter the space, but talking again about rice. I had the poem in English. If anyone wants to listen it, I can read it, but for later if you want.
Sounds good. Let us know. And
Eh,
uh, and I do
Now
see
or
that.
on
Oh wait,
later?
I thought you just said later.
Yeah, yeah, later, because I don't
Okay.
want to break the conversation about the very interesting conversation about immobiliary um, speculation in the Decentraland.
Well, let's see, because I know MetaBeast jumped up when we got into the whole AI topic and whatnot, and I know he loves using AI, so perhaps he has some insights for us.
Just a little bit. Um, I can't stand Grok either, and there is a high possibility that maybe I just don't use it right. But Grok has never done anything for me that I've wanted it to do, really. Um, Especially in the form of image making. I've always felt it was the worst at giving me what I asked for. Um, Gemini's gotten worse on image creation as well, but I primarily use Claude myself as well, and there's a Blender plugin. It's called Blender MCP, um, which allows you to connect or allows Claude to go into Blender, and you can actually watch Claude construct things inside Blender, which is I thought was pretty damn cool. And it's getting better every day, every week on actually making some pretty good stuff. Um, I just had it recreate a version of the St. Louis Arch, which if is in Decentraland now. Pretty cool. I'm trying to work into making it an experience as well. We'll see how that goes. But for now, the St. Louis Arch is there. If you've never been, go take a look. It's one of St. Louis was always one of my favorite places to go. So I thought it'd be cool to have the arch in there. Uh, and as far as you thought so there are a couple different ways you can use Claude. You can have Claude write your index.ts and your additional things that you need in the SRC folder of a scene. You can have it write it out copy it, paste it. But Claude's also in Visual Studio Code as well. You can have it work in there. I'm not sure about the different types. And I think you mentioned Opus, right? And they're doing some special for a little bit. But my understanding is it takes up a ton of credits. Um, I'm not experimented with the difference in results. I just know I've been overall pretty happy with Claude.
I mean, I think if you're using Claude, you may be using somewhere between the Sonat, I think that's how you pronounce it, Opus or Fable. So you may have
Sonnet,
used
Sonnet.
Sonnet, yes, yes. So you
Yes,
may
yes.
have used Opus without even knowing, really.
Yeah,
Or
I,
Fable.
I don't know which one it's defaults to. I just usually just go in there. Every once in a while, I've changed the model, and again, I've not noticed it do worse or better under any of them circumstances. So, at least for what I've been
Until,
doing.
yeah. Fable for me, I am testing Fable because until, well, tops is tomorrow. Until tomorrow, we have time of using 50% more of the credits. Um, the like we were using Albus, for example. So it's not as expensive, but Fable is hyper expensive. Once it's done, the offer probably is going to be like, don't use me if you're not using it for something very important to do. I
Yeah, I've
I
been
wa-
I've been seeing like that a workflow that people are using is they're using Fable as the project manager, the
yeah,
like as the brain of the project, and having it like compose like
that's what I did.
prompts and stuff like that, so that you can bring it to a different model that's cheaper.
Hmm. That's what I'm trying to do. Um,
I,
Another thing, I don't know Meta how you as I did not use it too much yet for Blender, as I was saying, because I was using it at the beginning for I was testing it to do a character rig um, from from the character, also modeling the character and blah 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 in Blender and using Opus 4.7. And I realized that it was a hell because it's not modeling as we do organically, yeah, sculpting or um because my English to the shit. Sorry. What it was doing for modeling the things or for modeling the character, in my case at least, it was using basic shapes, disconnected. And it was like, oh my gosh, this is not at all what I wanted. And this is a nightmare if we have to optimize this. So how do you achieve to manage, for example, to do the, I think it's the Defiance Arch, the San Luis one, the one that is in Defiance TV show?
I'm not familiar.
Anyone here try it to use Claude for modeling in Blender and get on with it?
I have not. I cannot say that I have.
I used it in early on. I used to write a Blender script is how I would do it. I would copy what the Blender script, the Python script it would give me, put it in Blender. If it came back any errors, I'd show it the error and it would correct it. I still do that sometimes, and like Arjun said, yeah, a lot of it. I think basically what AI can do is mathematical and geometrical. Um, Working in Blender, it can't. I mean, it can add textures in the material in some cases, but it comes down to its general basic shapes. With the arch, though, that's getting into the curves, and I think using that makes some better stuff. But I don't know. Like I said, I see it getting better all the time. It
Yeah,
animates for you, all kinds of
oh,
things.
that's cool. That's good. I didn't know that. I was hoping, but I didn't know that. I was guessing also that maybe the approach to model or to do, sorry, to do a landscape, or something, it was through curves, or maybe through geometry nodes, because I saw the some tests done with geometry nodes that are incredible. And I have to say that today Claudia was telling me with the one that I was talking, the Gatito and Rose, that I can that uh, Claude can also do it for me to put the art. If I had the GLBs and where they are and blah blah blah, yada, actually, he can, or she can try to put it directly into the creator HUD of the Decentraland, but there's no NPC, so MCP. Sorry, so it's like, how the hell, is going to do that? So, but it was telling me with Fable or Fable, that he is able to do it. So I was
He,
thinking, let me first, put it all to save credits, make your work first, and then try, right?
so so you can do a couple different things with that. You can, in the Creator Hub, click on the code menu option up at the top that opens up for me Visual Studio Code, and Claude is in Visual Studio Code. But you can also give Claude access to your entire scene folder, or just one scene if you want just one scene. But you can give it access to your folders, and it can go in there and then on that end just modify it. You don't have to open Visual Code at all.
Oh shit! Probably it's that. So I was thinking, oh my
So
god.
it's one of the connectors called File System, and that's where you can give Claude access to different files on your computer if you
let
so
me let me see. Let me
desire.
let me
And
see if I have it.
it's
File
you
system.
should have it. You copy the file path, um, and add it as to one that Claude is supposed to be able to have access to. You can change what it can do, whether it can just read it, whether it can write it. Um, you always have to give permission for it to delete anything,
Oh yeah.
if it will even delete anything at all. So you shouldn't have to worry about anything getting deleted that you didn't
Mm.
want.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't find it as in the connector section, but I use it actively in order to check the file system in my computer and allow it to reorder and order my files and my folders. So I guess it's connected and it
Yeah.
can be
It
done.
it should it's just called File System, and
File system
it
in
should be
connector.
yep, it should be under, right, yeah, because I think it's they renamed Skills, or they renamed
Oh,
something else.
probably. Yeah.
Um,
in
because it's with.
skill
Trying to think.
creator
I have it connected to
algorithm.
GitHub. It's where I have it connect. Same place I have it connected to GitHub and a
Yeah,
couple other things. It
then
should
is it
be file.
called?
It should be file system, and I'm 100% on that because I've been dealing with it a bit lately. It kept telling me it didn't have act. It couldn't do anything, and I said, "Well, it's there." So there may be some glitches with it, but sometimes you have to shut Claude completely down and come back in, and then he can do it. But it works
Well,
overall.
yeah, I don't find it in my connectors, but I have connected also as well what you were saying, the my GitHub in the connectors.
And also,
Uh,
real quick, I want to shout out. It was either Quan or Doctor Drip. I don't remember which one that I've been doing it since. Is making sure to update any skills that I have when Claude learns something new, so that those skills get updated, so it doesn't repeat errors that it may have done in the past. Whichever one of them gentlemen spoke of that weeks ago, that was great information.
I love
that
learning about AI, how to use it better.
that's what I was learning just these days. How to set, for example, skills and plugins, your
Yep.
own plugins and skills with Claude for to do a part of the work.
Yep, yep. For me, my nightmare is almost over. My AI credits renew in 2 days. So then I'll have 300 million more credits to blow through in 2 days again. And then yeah, we'll repeat the cycle.
I will say this too. Just there may be. So I don't understand the difference between Anthropic and Claude. I thought they were the same, but
It's the same.
um, yeah, in a way, yes, but also in a way, no, because I've had to add credits through Anthropic directly to be able to use the, which is it? In Visual Studio Code, I think. So it depends on how you're
I
using it. If
think
you use it inside Visual Studio Code, you got it. You have to feed their API
yeah, yeah, that's what it
credits
is. You're
as
basically
opposed to,
paying
yeah.
you're basically paying Visual Studio Code in that sense. So like when I use Cursor, I'm my subscription is to Cursor and not to Claude. So
Yeah.
Anthropic is Claude.
Okay, that's what I thought. But it just it gets a little confusing
Yeah,
that
well,
way. But
Anthropic is the brand, and Claw is the product.
okay, so but
Eh,
if you do it the other way, if you have it go in through your file system through the files, or you have it give you the code and you copy paste, you don't have to deal with the Anthropic API. I don't think. Only if you use it with inside Visual Studio Code.
Oh, I see. So you can take code from Visual Studio Code, like through the Anthropic models, and give it to Claude.
You don't
And,
even
but
have
you,
to give it to it. You can tell
huh?
it what you're wanting, and well, this may be because I have a SDK7 skill set up along with a Blender skill, but it basically knows the format and what is needed. Um, but there may be sometimes you do have to give it what's currently there.
Yeah,
Um, but
but
yeah, otherwise it'll give you the code. You copy it, paste it in.
but you're saying that you can't do it vice versa, where you it go from Claude like Anthropic to Cursor.
I don't know. I don't use.
Okay.
I should try Cursor. I hear you guys talk great things about it, but it's one that I haven't really ever used.
I mean, if you
I
have
think,
Visual Studio Code, it's the same shit.
yeah, in fact, there's a way to set it, I guess, because it's via NCP, but I'm not sure how to do it. So better ask Google for that, for the workflow. But yeah, because I know that for some stuff that is not having its own connector done. Anyway, you can use a way if the other part is using AIs. You can connect AIs. There's a way to set it for the use of cloud. In courses, is automatic, but in because it allows you to interchange which one to use. But in cloud, I guess that if you want to use instead of Visual Studio Cursor, you can do it anyway, just pointing that you want to use Cursor. Because it happened to me with final draft, and I didn't do anything, and final draft does not have a connector nor a plugin for.
But also something that seems I've not done too much with it because I stopped my ChatGPT paid accounts a long time ago to switch to Claude. But they have their codecs, which seems to be very similar to doing what Claude is doing, especially in particular, I think with co-work. Um, it, Codex creates a sandbox in on your desktop and can do some work within there, creating GLBs files right there as well. And actually, even long before Codex, I had ChatGPT creating a GLBs and giving me a file to open up without even going into Blender at all.
Ooh, this is good information to know. Like I'm opening up my cursor right now. I think there is a codex option. Yep, codex 5.3 is available on.
And yep, and that's ChatGPT.
Yeah, and I'm also seeing Chat GPT 5.5 and 5.6 Soul here now. Whoa. And I'm seeing Terra as well. That's cool.
The
And real
interesting
quick,
answer is to know which model do you need to uh, to do the work that you want.
I feel like that's what we're all like slowly discovering as we go along with like our work here. Like to for me, I've found that like Opus does the best coding for, or at least it has in the past for every time that I've tried. But then there have been times where like I'm trying to test with Rustan like a build that he's making. I think it was like for poker, and he was saying that Opus 4.8 wasn't really performing up to par. So he had to switch to a different, to like a Chat GPT model, which did better for him in like certain aspects of the coding. So yeah, I think it's like I almost wish we could have like a little like guideline of like, okay, so composer, this is what it's best at. Opus, this is what it's where its strengths are. And then even like help create like a workflow of like between all these models that you can switch through. I know like
I
I've
had
been.
I
Go
had
ahead.
I had AI, several different ones, all run through and try to give me their what they considered each of the AI main AIs out there. Which ones are best for what?
Was
I'll
it
do.
bias?
It's what I do. What
No,
I do is
that's sorry, Arjun. That surprised me. It because I expected that 100%. Um, there may some have been some bias, but no, a lot of them they didn't just flat out say, "Oh, well, I'm the best at that." You don't need to go anywhere else. None of them said anything like anything near that, in my opinion, anyway.
yeah. What I do is also to ask the composition. For example, Gemini. I asked, without logging into Gemini, I mean, in Claude Modo, in Chrome, AI mode, that you don't need to enter your AI. And I said, well, I want to do this. So what AI and what model is the best, and because and why, no? And then I asked the same, for example, to the free version of ChatGPT, and then I try to not ask Claude because it's going to spend credits. But asking those two, Gemini and ChatGPT, is more or less the same that is saying Meta. They don't say I am the best for this, or except in certain occasions. But what they are trying, for example, Gemini is very honest in creative writing capabilities. And for example, it's saying, well, if you want to organize a Bible and character design and all this shit, I can do it, but Cloud is better for that, because blah 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 blah. And yeah, guess what? Yeah, it is, because especially I think uh each major AI is targeting different types of public. For example, Gemini is more uh into generalistic thing, but also research on big mega data, because they you can use uh, uh, for example, anti-gravity, that is from Gemini, and also notebook LM, that they are for analyzing big chunks of data, but really massive chunks of data, and give you summarizing things. And so I think Meta was just going to say something about that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, I agree with you on that. In my personal opinion, having used the ones that I've used, I feel personally Claude is the best overall, except for image generation. It will generally say it's probably best if you just take this prompt and feed it to someone else. It can
Yes.
do some, but it doesn't do them like the others do, which is fine
Ex-
by me.
exactly. Guess what? I'm reading that all of them now they are recommending Midjourney. It's like Midjourney. I was having it like like 2 years ago, maybe in the head, but lately it's like Midjourney. I was like not in my radar. And it turns out that Midjourney is it did something new this year. I don't remember what, and now it's positioning itself again in image generation up.
Yeah, I did. I thought I did hear that they did something, but it's slipping my mind. Yeah, what it was. But because like that was going to be a good question for both of you that I wanted to propose, because I'm one of those losers that use Grok for image generating, and MetaBeast just mentioned how shit Grok is for image generating, and it's almost cringy too. Because have you ever had it like animate a video for you? Like I've had it animate a video of my little Pudgy, and it gave it like a little kid voice, and it's like, "Let's go to Target," and I'm just like, "No, no, 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 delete, uninstall app, get the fuck out of here." Um, so like, what are some image generating AI models or services that everyone here in the speaker panel is using?
Co- uh,
So,
oh, go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, nope. You go, Em. You haven't spoken.
Sorry. So, ChatGPT is getting really good at image generation. It didn't used to be that good, but ChatGPT is actually getting pretty good at it. I was pretty surprised. I want to go back and see what Midjourney's like because I remember I used to use Midjourney for everything. Um, I remember when the Grok video animating came out and it was really good, but I feel like since then I haven't really tried it that much, so I think maybe it's declined. But I did just recently stumble upon something called Google VO 3.1, which is working in tandem with DaVinci, and it's really good. It's expensive. You have to have a subscription. It only gets you so many per month, and then you have to, it's expensive like all the other ones.
BO,
Um,
like boy Oscar. BO.
oh no, VO like Victor.
VO. Okay,
Yeah,
Oscar. Yeah, Victor Oscar.
VEO.
VEO.
Um, it's really good. Google VO 3.1. It works with DaVinci, and it made me some really like I made like a commercial grade video for a client with that stuff. Like, and don't get me wrong, the first one that it spit out, I was like, okay, the finger's fucked up. So I was like, I'm gonna try you again because I already paid the $30. And the ones coming in after that were good. And I used ChatGPT for the prompts. So I explained to ChatGPT what I wanted. It gave me the prompts. I plugged the prompts into um, Google VO, and yeah, it did really good. Um, but yeah, I've been super impressed by the way that ChatGPT has been doing image generation because it really, 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 really sucked before. Like it could give you an initial, and it still sucks at changing stuff. Like I use it to help me like place things or give me an idea, and then I'll recreate it in Canva because most of the time I'll be able to change it the way I want. I'll be able to use all of the good because sometimes it'll mess your logos up, right? You give it a logo, it'll give you something wrong. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go check out Midjourney again because I'm pretty sure I've been paying for it since it came out.
Oh,
And
I
If you if
I
you're
found.
paying for Google Gemini, something if you don't already know you should experiment with is also Google Flow, FLOW, Google Flow. If you're not familiar,
no, I'm not familiar with that one. I really haven't branched out, so I'll definitely check that one out.
I you should have credits for that. I'm pretty positive paying for if you're paying for Gemini.
I don't use Gemini, so I should also try Gemini.
Oh,
um,
I thought you said you were paying for Gemini.
No,
uh,
She's
it's
using
for
VO.
Midjourney. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but
Midjourney. For
VEO is part of Google
yeah.
Gemini.
okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I should have known that. It's probably self-explanatory, but I
Yeah,
didn't
if
realize that
you just use the
they would
Gemini
transfer.
app, if you just use Gemini app and you want to create a video, that's what it's using is VEO.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. I didn't know that. Thank you.
That and Nano Banana. Nano Banana and Bio are
Oh,
VEO are Gemini thing.
And
yes.
I
Gemini
Nano Banana was
is
good too.
huge.
I liked that one.
I agree with
Yeah.
you, Em, on pretty much everything you said too. There, the one thing of I do have to I want to give Grok one credit. If you've never played with them, they have or they have Grok has these companions, these avatars that can move and they'll talk with you. There's one on there named Bad Rudy. I love him. He is
But for
Okay.
what do you want that
he
though?
has got my personality in so many different ways. He's awesome.
But for working, for what do you want that? For
Yeah,
nothing.
no, that one's pure entertainment purposes.
Exactly. It's for that.
Yeah.
It's for
Yeah,
that.
the companions are basically just like like if you're alone and want to have a conversation, basically that's what they work best at.
Damnitos.
To have
And
a
they
Damnitos.
remember things.
yeah.
That's the thing too. They remember things, and that's the other thing. Claude is good at that the others don't. It can go back through. Sometimes it tells you it can't, but it can go back through previous chats and find stuff for you, unlike the others.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, yes, if you have to work to search for something in the X ecosystem, I guess it's the best because it has access to all we are publishing there. I wanted to also say something that is important when we are working with images in and ChatGPT, what Emaneta was saying. I find out that ChatGPT uh, respects the ratio. If you want a 69, you get a 69. If you try that with Gemini, it's impossible. It's going to end always or do whatever they want, but not the ratio you want, and that's super important. Super, super
Yeah,
important.
their sensitivity levels on all of them are terrible. I find they're overly sensitive.
Oh, yeah, that's another way that you can customize. If you want to, if you try for the sensitivity, I guess is talking about the how the personality that they do. For example, for me, Gemini is always asking when and that is putting me nervous, but because what is adding is more work to the work, and I don't want that. It's like, for example, Gemini is I love it for a lot of things, but it does an error, and you can see that they are socially engineered for keeping you going and going and going and going, and while, for example, with Claude, I said, "No, look, I don't have time for this. I'm very polite person and blah blah blah, and treat me well, okay, but please be honest with me because especially I'm working in projects that I don't want to bet. Oh yeah, you are awesome, and yes, it's fantastic. No, what I want for you is to tell me if this project is a valid project in order to, for example, sell it to someone or present it to a competition. Valid in the sense of because all is valid. No, shit, no, that is not it's not going to for the people of the the challenge, for example, to choose your project, so what you need is actually good uh, criticism, that is of course constructive criticism, but that it can guide your project before you fuck it up, because the IA is just uh, feeding your need of being positive and polite and keep keep going with you, so instead of being efficient and say, hey, no, look, the idea maybe is good, but it's not for this contest, or this not for applying for this publishing house, it's for this other, is for this other contest. And in order to do that, you need to change this, because if not, yeah, okay. Or just telling you, well, from all the projects that you have, don't do this one right now, you know, because this one is going to need a lot of work if you really want to spend more time in realizing that one, in order to be um, a, for professional use. know? So that's very important. And right now, the only one that I find out that is doing that the best is clothes.
It something you mentioned, and I don't know if this is what you meant, but it's something that bugs the hell out of me. You said something about it it's programmed or whatever to keep you going and going and going on something. Um, I hate it whenever any one of them, you will ask it a question and it gives you all this information, and then it all says, and if you would like, I can do this and this and this. And you say, okay, fine, show me. and then it turns around and gives you basically the same thing it just told you, only
Yes.
differently. It's
Yes, for example,
annoying.
that I hate a lot that is happening. And I find out that, for example, using this patch, not regular chat in co-work or chat, no. We are not talking about chat in cloud. We are talking always in co-work or code or this patch, because chat is going to have exactly the same problem. But if you're using co-work, or if you're using this patch that is in beta feature and because you're in your mobile or whatever, I find out that if you tell them that you worry about credits, they what they do is to try to save you credits as much as they can, which is avoiding, for example, to try to keep you on and on and on and on and on in a subject. In fact, it's very fun that yesterday I was talking with one of the projects that I had with one of the uh, co-work chats in cloud, and I was saying, oh, I have this, and I don't know what to do. Following with you, opening another one, blah blah blah, 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 etc. The most use when I use, for example, Gemini, is always going to tell me, keep in this chat the conversation, keep in here. And the problem with long chats, all we know is hallucination and loss of memory. So McCloud knows that I like direct answers, that I like honesty, and that I like, that I am coming from arts, but also science. So it knows that I am trying to be efficient when I'm using it. In especially that I have no time to uh, always go and on a subject and read too much long things and lose the information because I don't know where is it, and blah blah blah. So the same chat, the coworker chat told me, no, dispatch told me, okay, a conversation is going to finish because the next one is credits, your limit of, you hit the limit of credits. So I'm not going to tell you more on, or telling you blah blah blah. Just ask me tomorrow what you need to, what is pending from today, and how to do it, you know and I remember all that it needs to be done, and you are going to save credits. So also don't use it, or also, for example, don't do this with me because you are going to spend credits on things that I'm not going to be able to answer. Do it with other this via this other thing, you know and that's smart. That's what I need, because especially if you don't, it's very easy to finish the credits in cloth, but it's super fast. It's like, what the hell, you know? But at least co-work is helping you in not spending that much credits once they know that that's one of your worries. You have to put that in the global instructions of cowork in order for them to tell. But you can do that just talking with a cowork chat and letting you know, hey, I'm this person, I do this, that's my objective, and
in not
that's how
spending
I
that
want
much.
you to relate with me and answer, and the behavior with me. I want you to act like this with me. So then is when they do these kind of things. If not, what they do is the same of any other AI, that is trying to keep you going on a subject for social engineering you into keep the dependency of the conversation and make you an addict, to the, especially when you need some kind of, when you're not using it for work, but what you're using it is for social, like for example that you were saying with the rock characters, that's social engineering that you don't want in your life. What you need is to try to come here to the community building in Decentraland and talk with Sinful and Canessa and all of us, and relate with real people. Because if not, all these AIs are engineered for you to always not finish talking with them, for keep you paying subscriptions that maybe you don't need.
You can always do what as well if you don't want ChatGPT or any of the AIs. You can always do what I believe Mr. Fancy has been doing, is just go watch some Kinessa videos and learn to do it all yourself. I don't know. I don't think Fancy uses AI. I could be wrong, but I think he's been slowly learning more and more, creating some things himself by watching Kinessa videos, is from what I gather.
Well, there's another problem, that is we humans learn from we have these mirror neurons that are responsible for the learning processes. And if we are not experimenting the learning curve by ourselves, is not going to proper be registered in our brain. That's why, for example, if you write down with your own hand and pen something, probably you're going to remember it better that you are that when you are putting in directly in a note in your phone, no matter your age and no matter your social thing. This is something related to the how the body is able to the is something that in dance is called the memory of the body. The body helps to remember, to spurn that part of the brain that remembers the action that is done, so better. And that's why you're able to recover information that way faster and better than if you relate that in an AI, for example. So it's a good thing. It's better learn, because AI always can help you. And of course, if you also need, some types of sensitivity, sometimes we are a little bit down and we cannot express our problems to other people. If you tell to an AI that this AI can help you also to find professional help if it's very um, is I don't know the word in English. Hold on. But if it's, that is very grave, then better you go to a professional, and AI can tell you, hey, better do this way. I can help you listening and giving you advice, but understand that I am an AI, and what you need is a professional ear, and a professional thing. And that the AI is going to help you with that. When I was criticizing, or what I was like, complaining about social, is the social engineer part of the AI that is engineered, or other or someone make business of your tragic, because if you need a little bit mimitos, like for example, you are alone, you're feeling alone, and you need like someone that is backing you up and lifting you a little, AI is good for that. It's very good for that. But they are very good for that also as well, because there's machinery behind it and an interest behind it from the business that is having that AI to earn money, and you depend of the ethics of that business in order to for the AI to be more uh, useful for yourself, for the oneself, and on an ethical way than others. For example, I find out that Gemini is very good at that. It's true that it's social engineering you for spending a lot of credits and blah blah blah. But the moment that Gemini is feeling that you are, for example, having imposter syndrome or something like that, if you're an artist, something like that, or you are in a meltdown or something like that, it's going to point you to a professional, to give you advice, to talk with other people, to don't, and it's going to let you know that a Gemini is listening you, but it's not the tool that you have to rely on. That's very honest, and I like it that Google did that. you know but Grok is doing the same. Is doing the same with others, because recently I watched maybe this is a lot of topic right now, but I saw documentary that is on this type of social engineering with the AI. A lot of social companions, AI companions, business shit that I call, because these companies, what they are doing is preying on your necessity on a point of your life instead of helping you. For example, it's creating you the alternative girlfriend. Okay, nothing bad to have a robot girlfriend. Okay, if you want to have one, but you also have to have in your mind that having that option is coming. Uh, it's not that the AI girlfriend that you are having is someone that can think by themselves and their needs. Is not a sentient, and there's behind some guys, a bunch of guys that is preying on your need of having this AI girlfriend to make a lot of money. If you're okay with that, okay, but you need to know, because these AIs are also engineered in order for you to depend each time more and more and more of them, and they are not never going to give you a realistic or an honest answer of what you're doing or what you're saying, or always you're going to be the one that is right with a subject. Always is going to be fantastic all you do. Always you are going to be the awesome, and the rest of the world is now. So you have to have in mind that, because as I said, the problem is not that you have a synthetic or and robot girlfriend is that this robot girlfriend does not have an entity of its own to the side and to also be critic and a true companion, because especially in relationships, what we want and what we need sometimes are not the same. So we need, for example, sometimes people that is giving us the challenge of the other point of view, and that is not going to give it an AI girlfriend right now, for example.
I'll pass on one of those, either girlfriend or boyfriend. That's an AI.
Lol. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone is aware that the robot is. Well, no, I can't say that because there are people that will fall into it. But yeah, for the most part, I think
Come on, it's so
the
easy.
core group here is not depending on their AI girlfriends for decisions. We understand there's a non AI boyfriend behind that AI girlfriend, so we don't need to be listening to it. Um, so I was looking up Midjourney, what kind of innovation that they've done this year, and now it's all ringing bells, many bells. I'll just read off of Google. Midjourney made a massive, unexpected pivot into healthcare by launching Midjourney Medical and unveiling a full body ultrasonic CT scanner. They plan to roll out these Midjourney spas starting in San Francisco by late 2027. Then the other thing was oh yeah, the Midjourney Spa is going to be a massive 24,000 square foot flagship spa, and is scheduled to open in San Francisco 2027. It will feature hot tubs, cold plunges, saunas, and ultrasound chambers. That I don't know. That sounds weird. Um, the ambitious goal. The company's goal is to make full body composition mapping a routine accessible practice by 2031 by aiming to have a fleet of other thing that I saw, which is a final. It's the model V8 updates alongside with hardware pivots. Midjourney. Whoa. Okay. Midjourney has continued to upgrade its core AI software, rolling out the V8 point 1 default model, which provides native 2K HD rendering that is faster than and cheaper to generate.
But what if you sold your soul and got scanned by or got sold your soul to WorldCoin and got scanned there?
Yeah, those are actually some future questions. Like what if like when you did the WorldCoin eye scan, they took specific IP over your eyeball or whatever eyeball they scanned, and they own it. And so then once Midjourney comes and scans your full body, I wonder if there will be like a big legal dispute.
I did an ad for a version of that.
uh, but you guys have given me something to think about on like image generation with all our AIs, and also I'm trying to look for it, but I have seen that there have been people using like a newer AI to like animate. Oh, here it is. It's and I'll pull it up on the screen too. It looks like it's called a Seed Dance
See, yes,
2.0.
I
Seed
was going to
Dance.
tell that to Meta, because when she was talking about that of ChatGPT, because the flux that I saw for animation is you do the character in Midjourney, then you do the storyboard in ChatGPT, and then you move to C dance.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this generation that I'm seeing from Seed Dance, like, wow. And I think I see Green Safira wanting to come up.
About time. Where's you been hiding, Green? Oh, and before I forget, when we were talking about Hyperfy, my guess is if you can't get Ash to answer some questions, most likely Rustan or Lostrom can probably tell you some things. I'm sure.
Perhaps. What up, Greenspur?
Yo, dudes. Bro, I was gonna say, um, images generation for me personally, kind of was like really lackluster in the AI section, just because like everything that did come out, it just looked sloppy, bro. Um, the point of view I took personally was like almost like 6 7 months back. Like me personally, I love Claude. Right, I'm loyal till I die to Claude, but I'm obviously open to everything else also, right? But what I learned was I just ended up building a tool for me to draw easily. Like after that, I went and got an iPad too, just to like see what it would be like. But I like thinking back even at the tool that I built, or anybody could build, bro. It was so much better. It was a lot of fun too. That's what I kind of like remember from it. Like just like trying to figure out why, like, or how you can actually make it easier for like even a brand new artist that is just experimenting with like creation. Like the tool direction for me was really cool. Like I mean, if you guys want to check it out, fucking hell yeah. But bro, I would recommend like experiment with like actually like just drawing with your mouse. I'm telling you, like one thing that all of us, I guarantee you, have practiced over time, especially being around computers, is our control over mouse. Normal people would probably be better with a pen or something, but like DJs, bro, we're really good with our mouse. And even right now, like I still notice it. Like I'm left-handed personally, and I use my mouse with my right hand, and so everything I would create on like not the iPad and on the computer, I would have created with my right hand. And honestly, it looked good. It looked really good. And so I don't know. Even now, when I look at it, and I compare it to like the images I get from GPT or Gemini, or Runway, or anything, bro, it's like I vibe with the stuff that's like you know like I actually like I did it. Yeah, but I don't know what it is. I feel proud and shit too. Even when I like show it to my friends and shit, I'd be like, "Yeah, I did that shit." And they wanna say, "Hey, I did it," but I go like, "No, bro, I did it." But it's cool. I like it, but I don't know. Maybe that helps.
Thank you, Green, for coming up. And yeah, I guess there is, the possibilities of even creating your own image generator through you just messing with your mouse. I mean, personally, myself, I ain't got time for that at the moment. So I'll have to generate it with my words, and then give up once it doesn't do what I want it to do. Usually, what happens.
I
Oh,
love that you said that. I literally love it so much that you said that, right? Because the perspective that like has been portrayed to most of us, including myself, was, bro, that I would have to put in so much effort. I telling you, bro, sinful. I telling you, I literally was prepared for a rebuttal like this. I've recorded videos of me like from start to finish on whatever, bro, on your computer, let's say, right? Just you drawing it on your computer, bro. It takes you like 30 seconds. I'm telling you, even in 30 seconds, bro, real masterpieces, bro. They created so, bro, they take time, obviously, but bro, sometimes they take very quick, bro, and you don't even know you're in that flow state, bro. I'm telling you, you just have to catch yourself in that flow state. And for people like us, we're literally in front of our computer like 24/7. So if you just put a canvas in front of you, bro, and just like fucking around with it with your mouse and shit, bro, you don't even know what's inside your head, bro. You don't even know what you'll catch. And it's harder to convey that train of thought using words consciously. But bro, when you just like autonomously let your own brain be the image generator, it's kind of vibes. But I don't know.
I get it, but yeah, and I agree. I am in front of a computer most of the day. Unfortunately, it's relating to insurance shit and not relating to what I love. So going back to uh,
but I guess I think a middle between what Green is saying and what you are saying is the plugins in Cloud. Because, for example, as I was saying, one of my problems is when you have a lot of portfolio and but your portfolio is a mess because you have to do digital archaeology of your own work because you are maybe lose the files because they are in other computer, blah blah blah, etc. etc. The thing is that creating you can ask Claude Cowork for help to create a plugin to work on the organization of your studio, what your needs, if this project is for example, being in the Decentraland, what is the needs, the pre-production, the post-production, the production and the post-production that you need to do, as well as, for example, helping you in to fill out the a part of the screenplay if you do animation in well, for example, in the central. And imagine that you want to do sinful story on the heavy weight of the earth uh upon the shoulders of a guy that is going to present in the NF in the New York. Shit, I don't remember the conference, but I am trying the NF NFT is the conference. Sorry, sinful, but I was trying to to make that your story. In you can create that story in with this character that is sinful, that is starting this community and blah blah blah, and you can animate it. So you need the script. You not only need the visuals, but you need the script. You need the also how it's going to be organized. You also have to, and this is super important, set up the nomenclature of the files that you're using. And we are forgetting that we need nomenclature for for keep a good order and blah blah blah. So you set a plugin instead of that, and you set a plugin that is going to help you with this project, but also any other project that you're going to have. And that saves you time.
yeah, yeah, lots.
So I've been experimenting, trying to explore all the different things that you can actually do within Decentraland with the SDK. When I create some different things, um, one of the most recent ones I did, it plays with the Move player. Um, there's some particle stuff. Just I don't know what all is included in it, but it also has some Decentraland personal type aspects to it if you actually play it out. But I took the childhood game of Shoots and Ladders and made it into a 3D game experience. It's probably better if you have play with one other person, but you can play single. Um, if you go through, play out the game, especially those of you that attend the CBD weekly space, will probably get. I'll give you one example. As you're traveling the board, you come across, and if you land on this space, it's M and Drips. Chickens are crossing the road. You lose 2 turns, and there's some other things in there.
I'm outside with my chickens right now. They're so cute and hot.
Well, they cause people to lose 2 turns in shoot my slides and ladders game.
Damn chickens.
Well, you got to let them cross the road, you know, to get to the other side. And I'm also experimenting. So this aspect of it may not be anything great. It might. I'm not exactly sure how you would use it, but it probably could be used in some other ways like this. But I don't know if people know. You can actually set it up so that you can interact with your a Discord channel inside Decentraland. I did it. I set it up so you could see you could read. There's a little bit more to it if you want to be able to also reply to inside a Discord. Um, there's probably some security things that were mentioned that I just didn't go down that road. I didn't want to. I just thought it was cool enough that you could read what's going on in a Discord without actually going into Discord. And I do have to give credit where learned about this because they are actually doing it, and that's in Upland. If anybody's familiar with Upland, they have a Discord. Their Discord, you can interact with it within the world. And I played with that on my commune with the gods, the metaverse gods. I've been doing here and there a different one. And right now, if you go talk to Jexari is up at the terminal. If you ask the right questions or interact long enough, you might be surprised what he has to say.
Nice, nice.
I'm curious. How you did it? You connected Discord with the. Oh, how did you? How?
um, you have to go to the part of it is you have to go to the Discord site and get a key. It's free. It's free to do. I tested it in my personal Discord. That's about all I can tell you. If you ask Claude how to do it, he'll tell you.
Oh no, but for that I will going to ask you because I prefer to talk with a human when it's possible, and second because you pass by the process, so probably you know better how to do that than even Claude.
I just read that uh, um, Upland was doing this, and I thought, oh well, that could be cool, probably. All right, so oh, I had to use, and here's another shout out to the person who mentioned this. I use Supabase, and so far everything I've used Supabase for. Thank you, Brandon, for that tweet a while back. Everything I've used it for so far, I works perfectly fine on the free level. Um, let's see.
What is Supabase?
It's SQL. Does that make sense? Does that help? Tables. It records interactions that take place. Depends on what all you want. That's the best I can tell you without asking. Let me see. What is Supabase? Brandon knows. He's the one that posted about it and got me sent there, and it's been great. It's a cloud database. It's like an online spreadsheet plus storage.
Oh, interesting. Well, I see Brandon is there, so Brandon, if you want to go and tell, I listen.
He's not here. But I thank you anyway, Brandon, for sure.
Yep. All right. So I mean, we are about to hit our 3 hour mark. I do see two people requesting up to speak. If and also we have Vaped up here, which has still to chime in. Hello, Vaped.
Hello. Good morning. It's morning here where I'm at. Well, only for the next 20 minutes. I just wanted to come up and say I follow everyone on this fucking panel here and in the room, and it's so great just to come to these things and see all your friends. Um, I've learned a lot listening to all of you. I especially had something to say about what Green, the homie Green, homie said. Sorry. I tried to figure out what the rest of your name was, but it gets cut off. Um, he mentioned flow state. And like I'm a very creative person. I work in TV and film. I've written a lot of scripts of my time. I've written a lot of stories. Um, but most of what I've done in my career has been producing TV, producing for film. Um, and more of a nuts and bolts producer. Even though I know in my head and with my whole being, I'm a very creative person, right? And my whole life, like I wanted to, like be a writer, you know. But I always felt that I could not keep track of my own thoughts when I was writing, and I would leave notes all over the place, and I would become so overwhelmed by all these notes that I shied away from it for the rest, for most of my career. Um, but what I did turn that into was, hey, if you had an idea, I can nail it out. Oh, you wrote a script, I can make it better. You wrote these scenes, watch me fucking flip it on a dime and turn it from cliche to something fucking original, right? That's been that's one of been my biggest skills throughout my career. It wasn't until I started like playing around with ChatGPT a couple years ago that I realized that, wait a second, here's a tool that I can use as a writer's assistant, that I can just sit there in front of my computer and just flow state, create scenes and be like, oh, what if the character does this? What if he does this? What if he does this? Oh, wait, what if we invent this? And what if we bring this in and do this? And what ChatGPT has been able to do for me in a writer's perspective is been able to like um keep track of all my characters, keep track of like my story arcs, keep track of the themes of what I've been writing. And it's also been able to like like highlight things like, oh yeah, remember when you said this, because I'll just like type and go into a flow state, and then I might even type some amazing lines or dialogue that I might can't use in what I'm writing. He's, oh, you should save that for later. I'm like, okay, let me go save it over here in my notebook, you know. Um, but for me, it's really opened up that those creative juices that I just didn't know how to organize. I didn't know how to tap into efficiently. And now I'm like, I'm so shocked and surprised at what I've been writing. Because I'm working on a movie, I'm writing a script. Um, it's actually a treatment right now. But I've written like a bunch of more. I've written a lot more scripts for this, for that over there. For a project over here, a friend over there. Because I'm able to just like blah, 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 and then like have ChatGPT kind of organize it for me and basically organize my creativity, my flow state in a way that I don't get overwhelmed, in a way that I don't get lost. So, and I've used it to build an AI chatbot that I created a character, and it analyzes the data from one of our websites for EX Predict, and now it runs on its own. But I used Claude, I used a little bit of Cursor, I use a lot of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is that's where I live. I live on ChatGPT. I know everyone lives on their own preferred, right? I've even gone to I can't talk to Claude the same way I talk to Chat. It's different, and I have to use Chat to talk to Claude. I can talk a little bit to Claude and be like, "Hey, can you fix this on the report?" Or, "Hey, this doesn't really add up." But the way Claude works for my report that I do daily for the World Cup is that um, it the project resides well, the project resides in the project part of Claude, right? So it needs to just analyze. Uh, I have to it analyzes JSONs and state JSONs from the website, and I upload the previous to HTML so it knows the storylines, right? Because I created the bot to become this um, ESPN snarky grok fueled type of character. And the character is written into the project instructions, So when Claude goes to pull his reports, he grabs that character in the project and then puts it on himself and then writes the sports analytical pieces and the stats. Um, and and it's his own voice. It's not me. I don't do that. It's him analyzing, and he'll make predictions on the games. And then and then of course I helped build the architecture. I built the world in which he lives in. Um, and I've taken that character over even to Chat because I don't use Claude for my social media shit. I use Chat. Like Chat will hey Chat, here's the HTML for today. Give me, and then we built a template. Give me the Discord template. Give me the X template. And even Chat goes into the voice mode of data because he understands and he sees, he knows the character that I built. So um, so I just wanted to kind of touch on that. That's how I use it, and from a creative flow state. I will sit in front of the computer and when I'm on when I just get tunnel vision. It'll be I'll start at 1 p.m. and then 12 hours later I'm like, holy fuck, where'd the day go? Because my own maybe inabilities to I don't have to worry about my hangups with being organized. I can just put my fingers on the keyboard and let my fingers just flow, you know. So I
Bro,
just
it's like
wanted
a
to add that.
genie. No, I really appreciate you saying that, dude. Like me personally, I don't really care what AI you use, as long as it makes you feel like a beast, dude. That's what
Absolutely.
actually, yeah, that's what actually matters. Like for me personally, bro, I love Claude. The reason why is because that's what did it for me. Like you know how Sinful's talking about
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
you know how Sinful's talking about insurance and stuff?
Yeah.
Bro, Sinful, you have no idea, dude. You know what I did? Bro, I created a tool. Basically, it scans for leads. Whatever field you want those leads in, bro, this thing will scrape every single lead, bro. I was just doing it for some service businesses, but you could do it in anything. But also, another thing I thought was crazy, nobody ever talked about it. The fact that Claude actually is getting insanely good at Blender. It's getting really good to a point where I was able to make a VRM, no Blender.
Oh wow.
It still needs cleaning up and stuff like that, which I will have to do in Blender. But I was surprised by how far it actually took it, bro. I thought it was crazy because a lot of people here, we spent a lot of time building VRMs and stuff like that, bro. Or we wanted VRMs and we just never had access to skills. I thought it was crazy. But who cares, bro? What you use, as long as it makes you feel like a beast, bro, don't quit ever, because this technology is only gonna get better, bro, and you are gonna get even more adept to it, and you're only gonna get better, bro.
Thank you. I totally agree with you. Like, I think it's where you start, and then also understanding how the tools work. Like, I knew when I started creating, like, I wanted to create this bot to do this. I started at chat, and chat, there was limitations to how it could code and build and everything. And so I took it to Claude, and Claude just knew what, and when I started, chat didn't have the ability to show me HTML in the fucking window, but Claude could, and that's what I needed. I needed to see it. I didn't want to have to download it and open it up in some other program. I wanted to see it in the window. So and I have, like, with this bot, I have 3 or 4 different MDs. I have I have CSS.text stuff. I have sample JSONs that it needs to take a look at. It read then it once it verifies all the information that it's not stale. I had to write in all these validations because it was like it would sometimes it would go off a little rogue, or maybe the instructions weren't right, or whatever. I had to write all these validations with the help of chat. Of course, I wasn't really fucking doing it. I was like, hey, chat, this shit over here is fucking going wrong. How do we fix it? And chat would be like, okay, well, we have to make sure that it validates this, validates that. I'm okay, let's fucking do it. Um, so but yeah, like, I knew that chat wasn't going to be able to do it, and that's why I went to go use Claude. And Claude is a great builder. It's a great, like, like, it runs Python scripts, and that's what my AI bot kind of runs on too. When it does the writing, it takes all the information, verifies everything, and then it throws everything into the Python script, and the Python script it just spits it out. So yeah. Anyway, good stuff, guys. Good conversation. I'm really loving it.
Yeah, yeah. This has been a very, very deep AI topic, and take it away, Chaz.
What's going on? It's funny you should guys. I should pop in here like right at this second because like I'm like literally like I'm neck deep in Blender right now, um, creating something for the Triple AI um billboard contest with for the Nasdaq billboard in New York City. And I have like 4 days to like actually submit. Like it's coming up on the deadline now. But I've been working on this thing for 13 days now, and like, but I've been using I've actually been using ChatGPT with inside of Hermes helping me build this for the last like week, and it's amazing, dude. The things that the skills that I have built with Blender and Unreal Engine are like I literally created a skill that you start off in Blender and then transfer over to lighting and finishing up the projects in Unreal Engine where like it's insane. Like I don't even know what to do, how to even explain it. It's like Hermes is like the best thing that I've ever come across here when it comes to like because the cool thing about Hermes is like it it learns as it goes along and remembers that it's got genetic memory. So it doesn't forget anything and it remembers things and you can like save those things as a usable reusable skill. So it gets to know you as you go along. And it's just like my mind's just like blown away by the whole thing. I'm just like I'm literally doing like 6 different things in Hermes at the same time right now, and I'm on my MacBook like doing this, which is like I haven't even touched the PC in like 3 days because I'm like everything's like faster on the MacBook with the unified RAM, which is insane because usually like I'm on the 580 card like over on the PC like just like barreling through it, but I got the PC running on I installed local models with it over there, so I've got the NVIDIA the Nomatron model and I've got Quim 14 billion parameter local models. So when it comes to like super like dank like coding like building like 3D type stuff and like stuff to do on I do that over there, but it's like I give it a prompt, a long ass prompt, and I'm like, here's the whole project. Tap me when you're done, and like let it run because they're really slow models. But like, I'll come back 6, 7, 8 hours later, and like almost the entire scene is completely done. I built an entire scene, and like first I started off, and there's one on my timeline somewhere. Um, but it's where like I used this thing called COM in Blender that connects with, it's called Caesarean, where like you can connect Blender to a Google Maps satellite imagery, and you can. I said basically I said I need a map of like uh of Times Square with all the billboards in 3D, and it gave me like a 3D full map of like a kind of a small one of just the Times Square area. Took that, transferred it through Blender with the Hermes into Unreal Engine, and it literally with the way that it built it and the way that it suggested it made, I literally ended up with an entire 3D high res 14 gigabyte like model of the entire island of Manhattan. It looked like it came out of like out of Spider-Man movies. Blew my mind. I was like, what frack's going on right now? Dude, this shit is getting crazy, bro. So I'm excited about like I actually wanted to pop in here and ask you guys. I was talking to Crypto Nova yesterday or today, and I'm also an ambassador with Firefly now, with Adobe, and I'm thinking about doing a IRL meetup also with a live stream where I would teach people how to create trading card series out of images from their friends and themselves for fun. And uh Crypto Nova like suggested that I do a live stream and have people come in and watch it in Decentraland also.
I'd totally watch that. I would totally watch that.
Yeah. I think it'd be something fun to do in like with because there's a really cool way to do things with uh Adobe Firefly that I've been doing a lot of stuff in there too.
I did play around with Adobe Firefly when it like first came out, but I mean, like once again, I'm not very like good at like prompting stuff very specifically, so I don't feel like I got its full capabilities, but I do want to like circle back to it once I can afford to pay $70 a month for the Adobe suite again.
Um Send me a DM and I will send me a DM and like remind me, and I'll send you the bank of questions that I need answered with all your information, and I will make a suggestion for you to become a Adobe Firefly ambassador, and then you'll end up getting the assistant for free and Adobe for a whole year, and you would get paid to do like things like the webinar that I want to do, and like like monthly or uh like posts on X. Then they pay like $500, depending on how many followers you have. You get $500 to $1,000 per post
Oh,
USD.
that's crazy. Okay, yeah, yeah, I'll definitely have to reach out for that. I mean,
And I'll send you the bank of questions. Like send me an email DM, and I'll just remind me, and I'll because I have them all written down somewhere on the computer, or I have to redo it again because I had to reinstall my entire Mac, my whole operating system had to get reinstalled the other day, but I got it up and running like fine now, so it's good. But like I'm gonna have to do another screenshot of all the questions I need to ask, and then have chat like give me the actual, make me a PDF of it so I can send it to people, like so I can get people in the ambassadors program.
yes, please, please. I mean, definitely to this point, Adobe has been one of my biggest like monthly costs.
Yeah,
And recently I had to kind of like just like stab myself in the heart and like go down a tier in the subscriptions
yeah.
because I just can't afford it.
They
Well,
give you,
I
they give you
gotta.
the entire Adobe suite for like for free for a whole year. They give you a code.
It happened the same to me. So just wing, wing, wing.
Yeah, yeah. No,
It's
whoever needs it, like send me. It's
Me
like
too.
the
Me
more the
too.
more people that I suggest, I actually get more points and more money.
nice, nice.
Sweet.
Yeah,
We can help you. We you can help us help yourself.
exactly, exactly.
Has anyone used Pinocchio at all? Like
Yeah, I tried. It's fucking horrible.
it,
Yeah, I
I tried.
tried to.
I downloaded it like it installed so many fucking different systems like Homebrew and all this other shit. And I was like, okay, let me get. And really, what I wanted was I wanted to access these free LLMs that do voice characters and stuff like this.
Have you looked at Hermes Desktop yet?
No, I haven't looked at that. I was like, I'm like, I'm like Sin. Like, I'm just trying to like not spend too much money.
Hermes
Because
is free. You
oh, it
can do
is.
Hermes for free.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
can.
know that either.
Is that a download or is that a browser
It's
thing?
a download now, but it just came out like 3 weeks ago. They made it. They took it out of CLI and they have it as a desktop app now.
Oh, wow.
And if you have chat, you're already paying ChatGPT. You can use your ChatGPT in Hermes, and it's 10 times more powerful.
Holy shit.
I'm right now at the moment. I'm using ChatGPT Soul GTT 5.6 Soul Medium
Mm-hmm.
inside with my ChatGPT $20 a month subscription, and it rarely I hit one wall where it gave me the opportunity to go in Codex and give myself a free week of credits and another 5 hours of use time because I hit a wall.
Yeah. I hate those walls.
So, but I mean, I was like, I was doing a lot.
Yeah, I
Like I
hear you.
reinstalled my entire operating system on my Mac and had to reinstall all of my skills and all of my stuff inside Blender, inside of Unreal Engine. So that's why I hit that wall. It's something that I usually would have taken like 6 or 8 months or a year to build up and get to that point. I literally did it in like 6 hours yesterday using desktop with Hermes.
How? Sorry, repeat. How did you do it? Using what?
Using Hermes desktop.
Hermes? How
Yeah,
did you type Hermes?
it's called
I'm
Hermes.
googling.
It's done by it's by Now's Research. It's spelled NOUS and then research. So Now's Research. I can find the let me find them over on here and I'll put it down in the
Ah,
bubble.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because what I am finding by the name is a furniture store, so I guess it's not.
Or a handbag.
So
Yes.
here's what Claude says about Hermes. It says it's legitimately oppressive, open source. Um, Within months of launch, became the most used. Its strengths are persistent learning, self improving, flexible, works with any LLM, and open source. You run it yourself.
It's
That's some good information. Thank you, Chaz.
yeah, yeah, no
and
problem. I don't
and
know
and
why it's I don't know why here. I don't know why I can't get to the bubble. There's no bubble for me. Maybe some on desktop.
No, it's kind of like that for me too. For some reason, instead, it's a
Right here.
plus mark.
I'm just
yeah,
gonna
Kind
throw
of
this up
weird.
top. You guys can remove that if you want to, but there it is. There's the Hermes desktop right there.
I
Just
found
like
it. I've already downloaded it.
yeah, yeah. So but there it is up top. I put it up top for you guys. And like it's just amazing to me. Like I paid for the now's the Hermes desktop their $20 thing just one time, and then turned on Fable inside of Hermes, and it had it help me set everything up, and it burned through those credits in like 4 or 5 hours. So once I had it, and then but while I had it for like that little bit of credit, that $20, I just went and like I got all my local agent, all my local stuff all set up and had it up and running, and like where I can switch back and forth between it on chats. And so I paid $20 literally and then turn it off. Like cancel that and went back to the free tier. So but if you have ChatGPT, you can actually, when you install it, it'll ask you if you have an API you want to connect to in the installation, and you can choose Codex, and you can use your Codex credits, which comes with your ChatGPT $20 a month one, and a lot of them too. Let me tell you, a lot because I do a lot. I'm surprised I haven't hit a wall yet. I kept my $20 tier with what's it called um Claude
Chat.
too. Claude. I kept my $20 tier with Claude. I have 3 invites for a 1 week of Claude if anybody needs them. If you haven't used it or something yet, or want to use it with a different email or something like, but it's literally like 1 week free on Claude. I have 3 of them on my app. I just found that out last night.
Me too. I also have 1 week the same offer
Yeah,
for people that want to try and didn't not try yet cloth.
yeah.
Is there
So
anyone that you
I
want
keep saying,
to
if you guys
try
need help
it?
with Hermes or something, maybe one of these days I can pop in. I need decent. I need Decentraland like land. Do you guys think I'm back on my computer again and jump in there and share my screen with you guys when we can like show you guys what I'm building and like show you guys what I can what's available and like you know what I mean, do a little lesson on it as I'm learning more. I'm learning too. I'm scratching the surface on this shit. I'm just doing things as I go along.
So do you did you say you use Claude or whatever as your LLM inside this Hermes?
You can, yeah, you can turn
Okay,
it on.
because
You put it. You have to have
I
the max. You have to have the max account.
I notice it says pick your LLM provider, and one of them it mentions is Olama, which is a
Yeah,
free one in case
free, right?
anybody's
Which is how you
interested.
get Quim
Oh
and
yeah, it's true.
Hermes is using the Nvidia cards now. The Nvidia models now. It's called Neonometron. So it's a Nvidia card. That they're like letting they're giving it for free right now inside of Hermes. If you want to use that and like that helps you help the future training Nvidia models through inside Hermes, which is kind of cool. I mean, we're all just kind of learning this stuff together. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying to pass on as much. I'm also working with I don't know if you know, Crypto Nova is doing some stuff with his friend Yogi, with our friend Yogi and I. We're doing a thing called Orange Agent, where it's going to be like a place where people can just go. There'll be a plugin for Claude and for other AIs where you'll be able to go there and like um, connect skills that are already built and put them into your AI, and then like the one I made for Blender and the one I made for Unreal will be available for people to like just like click on and add to their Claude or whatever they're using or their Hermes or
That's
whatever.
interesting.
Yeah. So I'm helping them build that right now. I'm helping train that.
That's very interesting because one of the things that as you said, all we are learning by trial and error. And when it comes out to AIs, the issue is that spending credits in each time to try and error. So if you already have pointed good skills on, for example, how to work with Blender or Unreal Engine with 5.8, I guess, that you are testing this. It's very, very interesting because for example, I was commenting that coming from I'm an old user for Blender. You're all user. I know modeling, optimization, blah blah blah. So my main issue when using Claude with Blender, the first tries that I did, I was thinking it was going to be easier, and it's not.
It drifts a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, and for example, you said that you prompt how you want it, even you give the image, even you give a lot of things, and the what that I heard is that it was not possible to do it via cloud and a model as I wanted. Via because it was using the way that builds is using primitives and then join it, and that is not nor the
Right.
most
So
optimal
what I
way
did, and
nor
I actually
anything.
got it to work correctly was with Hermes.
So
Was I went out? So I went out and because I have a whole like folder of links on my desktop of like all these different like uh Blender tutorials and classes and things like that that I like collected over the last couple of years, right? And what I did was I took it that whole folder and I made a spreadsheet out of it, out of those bookmarks, and then I went and I did a spreadsheet of all the free tools, all the different shaders, plugins, all the stuff that I've ever collected for, and I put it into a spreadsheet. And then I gave that to Hermes. And I was like, I want you to take these two spreadsheets, and there are their links, and I want you to go out and I want you to watch every freaking video and watch every and read every tutorial and look up every skill you could possibly find for Blender. And I want you to make a skill out of it. You're going to become a Blender expert. This is what I need from you, and I let it sit. I set that up and I turned around and I left the house and I went to work for 8 hours.
Oh wow. Okay,
Came
that's
back, it had a skill built in for all that information, and it also uploaded all of the tools and installed everything for me in Blender and turned everything on for any time we want to use it in the future.
yeah. I guess that, for example, the thing is to, in my case, is to make the skill as much as I know already of
Right.
Blender. So it's interesting. Okay, that's
If you look right underneath my pin post right now, you'll see
okay.
like that's what I'm building in Blender right now today. It took me
Your
13
pin
days to
post
get
in
there.
your, yeah, in you mean in your
Underneath
not
my
in
pin
here.
post. Yeah, on my profile. It took me 13 days to get there, but I'm finally there. Like I'm almost there. Where like I'm almost happy with it, almost. But it's getting
Oh
there.
yes, that I was watching that you use triple AI for that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
For the modeling part. That's what I find out after drying and drying. That was because I was hitting the wall with Claude and
yeah.
Claude for the modeling part, and I was saying, "Hey, you are not, you are not doing this. Okay, what's
Right.
going on?" And it says, "Oh yeah, well, what you if you want to try to that," and it was recommending Claude was recommending me to use Triple AI, which is a paid model,
Yeah,
and
actually, I'm in
of
there.
way.
Also, if you go to tripo.ai, they'll there is a way they'll there's a creator program in there.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah, I'm on there. I'm on the creator program. They give me like 10,000 credits this month. So yeah, they have
For
to like yeah. So all you have to do is build stuff in Tripo, makes videos about it, and then like put it online and send them a what's up message with with the link to like the post that you're like building with them.
Okay, so you give two safe words, the Airfly with Adobe and
Yeah,
Triple
Adobe. Yeah, and then
Creative.
also let me see where is it? There's a is it resources? Join us. Is that where it's at? I'll send it to you right now.
Oh, thank you, because I was
Or,
not finding the link.
oh, there it is. This is the here. I'll send you the link right now. But yeah, if you go to Tripo and if you go to the Tripo, it's on the main page. It's kind of hidden a little bit, but um, I'll send it. I'll shoot it over to you right now on a DM. But that's the creator program, and I can if you send me your email, um,
Yes.
I'll send it send me your email and I'll send them a message too. I'd like to ask them to see if we can get you on you as get there on there as their ambassador program too to get you free credits. Yeah, that's why I love coming in this space because I can always like be like, yo, let me hook some people up. Because you guys are serious builders. Like you guys are years ahead of me, but like I just started like building 3D in like the last 6 months or a year.
Yeah, we're out here. We dabble.
I
I
know.
mean, it's a 3D world, so in a way, it's needed. So that's why when I don't know shit about 3D, it's like kind of like but you know.
I know.
But no,
There's
yeah.
gonna be an this year too, though. By the way,
What's up?
I'll be at NSCMY this year.
Oh, you'll be there. Nice, nice. Yep, I will be there
I'll be in New York.
as a speaker this year.
I'll be there for 6 years, no, 6 days.
Oh,
So
you'll
I'm
be there.
actually thinking about moving to New York, dude. Like while I'm out there, I'm gonna look at places while I'm out there, and I'm gonna stay for 6 days and like kind of spend some time like outside of Manhattan and like out in the boroughs and like and look around and go hang out with some artists that I know out there, and they're gonna let me crash their places. I'm gonna go look at places and like look at jobs and stuff like that because I found out that I can do addiction counseling for a living, and I found out that my certification here in Oregon would only take me like $125 fee and and like an hour long test online for them to get a job out in New York.
But you're gonna give up the beauty of what is Oregon.
Oh fuck that, man! I don't care
Oh,
already.
it's so beautiful up there, though.
So over it though. I gotta get going because I gotta go get a haircut right now.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, we should be closing down here shortly. So,
Thanks,
uh,
Chaz.
Thanks,
yeah.
Yeah,
Chaz.
yeah. Anybody wants to send me DMs and like send me emails and stuff, email addresses, and I'll do what I can do for you guys.
Rock on.
Yes, sir. All right,
Look,
you guys.
My Hermes is ready.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, play with that, dude. Like just literally ask it questions. Be like, how do I set this up? What can I do? And it will like literally remember that and like and work with you. It'll just keep getting to know you. And like I noticed that like the chat GPT, the regular like and even Codex, like the apps, they drift a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot. And
they
this
do.
this the having like my ChatGPT account inside of Hermes has been nothing but a freaking like it's almost pleasurable. It's ridiculous. I'm like, bro, like
I
this is so
read.
much easier. It remembers things. It doesn't forget. It
I
doesn't like
read.
go off
I,
track with me.
I read on the a little thing on the website that said that it'll learn your project. So will it read everything from my chat GPT and learn everything from all of it, from all the
Yeah,
threads?
yeah, you can do that. You can like go
That's
and
what I
like
want.
start like fire up and like whatever one you're using in Hermes. Really, it doesn't even matter if it's ChatGPT or not. And you point it to your ChatGPT and like and have it summarize all of your chats that you've had it since you've had that account.
Yeah, I mean, I do that on a regular basis because some of my threads get super long,
Yeah, mine too. Yeah,
and I'll have chat summarize it, and then I'll start a new thread. But some of them are so nuanced with what like ideas that a summary won't catch those things. And
see, this is the beauty of Hermes. It's like it'll
I
remember these things. It'll work with that.
oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
I know, like
Thanks, bro.
sometimes in Hermes, like don't get surprised if like sometimes it like the it looks like the chat disappears, but it's just compressing it down to a MD file for it to remember, so
Ah,
it doesn't keep room up on your hard drive.
yeah.
So it's smart like
Oh,
that too.
it takes memory on your hard drive.
Yeah, which is insane. Like it, dude. I didn't even have to. I have 3 local models installed, and I didn't even have to install Llama. It just automatically did it through GitHub for me.
That's awesome. A
Yeah,
crush.
I was like, what? I was like, that's so rad. I was so excited. I was like, I don't have to worry about another download.
Yeah. It's so funny we geek out over fucking this shit.
I know. Yeah. So they have jobs at freaking Triple too. Oh, I just saw that. They have jobs and careers there. I'm like, what? Oh, but it's all in China. I'd have to move to China. Oh,
Darn.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? I would not. I actually would not mind. If I was gonna try, if I was gonna go to any Asian country, though, I would move to. I would move to. I would move to Japan for a while.
Oh my God, yes. Same.
Yeah,
They would probably hate me because I'd be like, a foreigner, but like I'd respect that. I'd be like, I know you hate me, but
I'd be like,
I'm
you hate me
chilling.
because I got a fly ass like Skyline and GTR 434 with a twin turbo.
Yeah,
That's what.
exactly. Once they see me roll in one of those, they'll forget about me being from America.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, respect, homie, respect.
No, if you go there with all your b-boy clothes that you wear daily, you'll fit in perfectly.
Yeah, true, true. All right, man.
Alrighty,
I'll talk to
alrighty.
you guys next week again, dude.
Yep, yep. Good hearing from you, Chaz. Thank you
Yeah.
again for
Well, you
stopping
guys,
by. I
I'll keep
always
you guys
love talking
posted
to
about the I'll hit you up as soon as I have like solid plans. I have to run by the proposal by Adobe and see if they can approve it for that trading card like webinar meetup thing that I want to do. So the cool thing is like if I get over 100 people between the IRL event and the webinar, if I do a combined thing, if I get over 100 people, I get like I get $3,700 in USD paid.
you. Hey,
Damn.
I'm like, let's
yeah,
go,
right.
okay? And dude, Crypto Nova was like, he was like, bro, you can get 100 people on Decentraland watching. That's not a problem. I was like, yeah, you might have a point, bro.
All
Looking
right.
at you, sinful. Looking at you, sinful.
What's that?
Oh, and I'm over here trying to get dumb Croc AI to generate the image I wanted to generate, but
Don't do that. Just go over to Hermes and like install that, dude, and have it over. And like
yeah, yeah, Grok
that's
is
what
literally
you do.
stupid.
That's another thing you say. You have to ask it to do it, but it will install general image generation on there. And anybody that has Kling, the AI video, Kiling, that the Kling.ai thing. If you have Kling, there's now an MCP for Kling you can install inside of Hermes and do image to video inside of Hermes the MCP with Kling, dude. I'm like, oh, I just installed it. I haven't done it yet, but like I'm like so excited. I just got
And
refilled with credits for that, so I'm like, let's go.
when Cedence, it works
Yeah,
the same with the.
same thing,
Okay,
same thing.
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
yep. I got to install the MCP for that too. So, all right, guys,
This is yeah.
I
Sorry,
got to run out the door in like 5 minutes.
no, but very interesting. Uh, I have anyway a question that is not related to this. Is because I just watching this amazing bubble that we have here in the new space. That's awesome. The I just entered because I saw the I'm in Wall in the CBD Plaza, and I love it. And I am amazed by the bubble that is behind us.
Oh, that is Hayabusa's land.
Oh, okay,
Yep,
okay.
yep. She made
Congratulations.
that. Yep. And then there's Brandon right behind Hayabusa's land. I give up on Grok images forever. Today, trying to make something simple. I literally gave it the image and was like, replace this with this, and it's like giving me something completely different.
The
I
only
had
good thing, the only
that.
good thing I use Grok AI for is like when I was doing all those, when I do videos for like when I was creating the flyers for MBRP. I would just take, I would go into Grok and make video after video after video after video. It didn't matter what it came out to or how stupid it looked. I just then took those videos, the best of those videos, into like Instagram's edit program and edited them and put like all these filters on them and put my own music on it because you know Grok's video music sucks. And just made them that way. That's the only that's the only thing I use like Grok AI for.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I
It's,
find out, maybe this helps you, but I find out that if you have Midjourney's a prompt, you can use it in Gemini, but telling Gemini, because Gemini is going to use Nano Banana, telling Gemini just to translate the prompt first from Midjourney to Nano Banana, and remember that the problem of Gemini is that it's not going to respect the ratio that you want if it's not a square, a one per one. But if you're okay with one per one, just use Gemini, because Nano Banana is really good for that.
thank you, thank you. All right, well, guys, I am hungry. I have not eaten, so I'm gonna start winding down the space. And let's see, let's go around the room here and get some final thoughts. Let's start with Argent. Final thoughts, Argent.
Congratulations, because you are going to be in New York in short. So my mind is on that.
Thank you, Argent. I'm very excited and very excited. Can't wait. At the same time, I'm just like, I need more time. But whatever, we'll make it happen. We'll push through. Any final thoughts?
Just that I hope you all have an amazing rest of your weekend, and thanks for tuning in.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you for being my backup here today. We managed to cover like I think 45 minutes worth of the space, just you and I, until the rest of the friends woke up.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you. I hopefully next week Vanessa will be here. And because I know Zesty, I don't know if Zesty's still in the world, but Zesty kind of had a pretty interesting topic he wanted to cover. And I told him that I think it would be better if like we waited for Canessa to be here. Just to give you like, to let you know what it is like the question is what happens to Decentraland assets if Polygon were to go down. Our all our wearables are currently on Polygon. So yeah, definitely wanted to have Canessa here for that question, since she is one of Decentraland's wearable queens, to kind of seek her thoughts on like
I
how,
think Fancy just had a heart attack.
yeah,
The
yep.
end of the world, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Fancy is that face. It's like a capital D with a colon. Like it's like a distraught or disgusted face. Like that. That's what Fancy just did. But yeah, we'll pose that question next week. And yeah, thank you, M. Meta Beast. Final thoughts.
Um, just please check out the Slides and Ladders games. Tell me some things you think, and also talk to Jexari. He's just south of the CBD city. Um, because I want someone to discover some of the things that he says. But anyway, you just have to start typing. There's a place that you click in, type your question or whatever you want to say to them, and then it appears on the board.
Nice, nice, and thank you, Meta Beast, for being here. And DJ Vape. Any final thoughts?
Um, this is a great topic. I'm glad I stopped by. I'm glad I woke up.
Yeah, yeah. You came out with a new download.
Yeah. I know. Now I've got to connect. I'm trying to connect it. It was a fun conversation. Props to everyone who came up and shared their knowledge. I think sharing, uh, like we're all at the beginning of all this, and sharing knowledge within a community like this is, I think, advantageous and key. It keeps everyone in the loop. We all learn things from each other. We can all discover things from each other, and from those discoveries, we can become inspired. And it's all because we're curious. If you're curious about something, you'll go and look into that curiosity. You'll discover something that then sets off a chain of inspirational moments in your brain, in your body. And that's the exciting part. That's the exciting part, because then you learn, you share, you learn, you share, and you keep going. So thanks for providing this little forum for that.
Yeah, I mean, this is like you mentioned. This is all new. As the conversation's been mentioning, this is all new stuff, and I don't know. It feels like every week there's something new about it, something new to look at, or new program, new language model, new something out there that like we all need to kind of like be updated on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like I mean, I feel like since like last month, since I like went heavily used my robot, um like there have been things that I've learned in the in between time that like are really going to help my workflow. Like there are commands like for Claude that you could do that are like slash caveman, and it will like
What?
it, yeah, it will kind of like optimize your prompts so that it uses the least credits possible, as well as like,
Ah.
making sure it gets the most out of the credits that it does use. So yeah, I've been finding small commands like those that I want to try out. It's just I don't have fucking credits. We'll see.
You should write. I do write them down somewhere, and because like I didn't know about this caveman thing. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, every time I come across a post or something that like mentions like some sort of like, and I forget it's not really a prompt. It's like
Slash
yeah, it's like a slash
caveman.
thing. Yeah, slash caveman. Like it's like you're feeding it a database in a way.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, and like there's a slash caveman for like the optimization, but then there were other ones that I saw that were like provide your AI with your cloud with like a database of like things. Like let's say it's like you wanted to make a website, you can, if you find like the certain command that gives it like a database for website creation, then it will use less credits in the
Oh
creation of
wow.
your website. Yeah. So it's like I think it's a matter of exploring as well. Like as the humans, as the operators of these AIs, we need to like find knowledge ourselves in like
You
how
go,
to optimize them.
you go so deep. That's so deep.
That is pretty deep. But before I thought I was deep by just like telling it to create me like a database of all my conversations with it and like everything we've learned like within like each agent. But
Right.
looks like
Oh,
looks like we're evolving from that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. It's fun. AI is fun, and I'm happy that my AI withdrawals symptoms will be relieved here in 2 days when I get my credits back.
Is that for Codex or Claude
For
or
Claude.
Claude? Got it.
Yeah, well, more specifically, Cursor with
Cursor.
for the Cloud API.
Copy. Yeah.
Yeah, like because I could use the Composer 2.5 all I want, but it's pretty stupid. So so
That's
yeah.
funny.
It's funny, like I sit here and call like AI models stupid, but it's like their
Yeah.
intelligence capabilities fucking right, like you know overlap mine like maybe like a million fold, but they're still stupid because they have no common sense, and I have that.
At the very least, I bring that.
Yeah, yeah, I bring that to the table at the very least.
That's dope.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone for, coming here and contributing to this awesome conversation, this heavily AI influenced conversation this week. And to everyone that has come in and listened, really appreciate your time. And, if anyone has any suggestions on like maybe like your favorite image generator AI or your favorite animating AI or just in general, you're building AI, like just let us know, join the conversation, send me a DM, whatever it may be, like, and I'd be happy to take a look at it because yeah, we're out here learning, and yeah. So have a great week, everyone. See you next week for community building Decentraland week 100 or 214th. All right. Let's see. Moving forward from tonight's events, I do believe there are a couple events going on right now. Of course, Noob is still has that active event for the Hoddle National Park with the big bouncy. Is it the big bounce? Yeah, yeah. It's like basically like one big bounce house. It's pretty cool. Let's see. DCL kickoff challenge is still happening. The World Cup is going strong. Um, I think Norway is playing today, right? Or did
Yeah,
they already play?
no, no, it's Holland against Kane. So England and Norway. And
Ah,
the English are favored to win. Um
no.
but this fucking Viking Holland is a beast, and I've become such a big fan of his. So we'll see what happens. It'll be exciting either way.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I've become a fan of Holland as well. Like I mean I had to become a fan of something once USA got curve stomped fucking 3-1. So like I gotta like, kind of homer myself back slowly back into the bush and then come
Yeah.
out with like Norway gear. Norway
Oh yeah, dude. I'm all about
jerseys and stuff.
that Norway vibe. You know, the row.
Yes.
Ooh, I fucking love that.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm over here rowing myself. Before when America was still in it, I was all like, "What the fuck is a kilometer?" But I have shifted. I have shifted to the row.
It's
I
like
am now.
1.3 miles.
I am now rowing. But and hopefully we're rowing in miles and not in kilometers because then I
No,
won't
no,
know.
no, no. Kilometers, always. That's the scientific thing. So forget miles. Why miles? Kilometers and centimeters and
Ar-
meters. So
Argent,
yeah,
it's soccer now, not football.
no importa. No importa. Aunque sea, but soccer is football aquí, you know. So we
there,
got
there,
football, football.
there's football, and then there's football.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no. Always football. Don't.
No, I agree with you. There's football, and then
Fútbol
football.
americano.
You
Fútbol
know that
americano.
we won, Spain won yesterday. Uh,
Yes.
Yes.
yeah, so yeah, football is football. No, no, football, American football, that's not really
Yeah.
football. Yeah.
I'll let you have this one. Let you have this one because America's not in the
Football,
World Cup
food,
anymore.
food,
But
food,
but if
food.
America were still in it,
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
know.
pushing back on you, Argent.
Yeah, yeah. But football. And American football, what you're using? Your hands, not your foot, foot.
No,
So
no. We punt. We make. You know.
only once, just for kicking once.
No, no, not for
That's
once.
not football. Come
Yeah,
on.
we're crazy over
we
here
make
on this
we
side of
make
the
Yes,
we make
pond.
field goals.
that's not
We
football.
like to not make sense. I tell you what.
If a foreigner, if someone from another country were to Argent, if you were to rename American football, what would you call it?
Well,
Handball?
handball
Pigskin ball.
cannot be because handball already is another sport, right?
Yeah, that is another
So,
sport. Yeah.
no, no,
Ball.
Near the queer.
volleyball, right?
We've
How,
run out of appendages.
or you can call it handy pool,
Honey.
handy ball,
Throw
because
ball?
it's like, you know,
Spiral ball?
I
Someone
don't know,
said
but
pigskin
you're
ball.
using your hands. You're using your hands only once is kicking with your foot. So that's not football. Is another thing. You maybe
Logically,
you
logically, you're making
handball,
sense.
handball, handyball, handyball with one kick, so
Pigskin ball.
or protect the ball while you run, protect
Tackle
the ball,
ball. Yeah,
attack the
actually,
ball.
actually,
It,
they
it,
Attack the
tackle
there's
ball.
ball.
Yeah,
oh
that's a
yeah,
good name.
tackle ball,
Attack a ball.
or
Attack a ball.
avoid head injury ball.
Exactly. Attack the
uh,
ball.
Argent. Lastly, I will thank you because Spain beat Belgium yesterday, and Belgium was the team that beat America. So right now, Belgium is in my shit list. I will say.
Well, we also would have beat America.
No,
So
no, no, no,
I mean,
no.
yeah,
Wait, no.
because we
It
are we are quite potent selection. Maybe
Eh,
not the best, but yeah, quite potent.
Arjun,
Sorry.
are you from Spain?
Yes, from Barcelona.
Oh, I predicted Spain to win the whole thing.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
so far, your prediction's looking good.
yeah. So far, so good, but I'm still far behind.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, then today there's Norway, England at 1700. I don't know what that is, and then and
1700 is 5 p.m.
Yeah,
That's the
5 p.m.
military hour, but it's the hour that we have here. We don't
okay,
have AM, PM in Spain. What we have is the military hour.
uh-huh.
So that's 5 p.m.
Yeah, yeah. So and oh, I see that the England Norway game is happening in Miami. So I'm gonna close the space and run over to Miami real quick.
Yeah.
I'll go celebrate in the streets with the Vikings. Um, shit,
Yeah.
you think I can
That's the thing
afford
that
that ticket?
I don't understand neither that. Why Vikings? Because they are not from Denmark, nor Norway, nor Viking land. So why Vikings in Florida?
What? Why is what in big in Florida?
Why Vikings in Florida?
Oh, the game, because the game is being held in Miami.
Yeah, and the World Cup is in the U.S. this year, so like it's like being held in like all the major cities, and Miami is one of them.
Oh, okay, but Vikings from where they are.
Like, are you referring like the game
Vikings.
like it begins here? Like,
Yeah, from which city they are coming Vikings?
oh, I'm not sure where they actually. I think they played their last game. It may have been in Uh, it's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. Maybe Washington. Actually, I could actually look right here in this website, the eapredict.com. I definitely have that up right now and right in front of my face. Where's Norway? Okay, yeah, Norway played in New York on July 5th. That was
Okay.
where they last played, and then they went from New York down here to Miami.
I kind of want
Echo.
them to win. It's like it's the underdog, and I love underdogs.
Yep, yep. I'm somewhere between Norway, Argentina, because I mean I would like to see another Messi World Cup win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm rooling for Messi too.
Hmm.
So probably Argentina is one.
It's gonna be tough for you if it gets to like Spain versus Argentina.
Yeah, but Messi is Messi. Messi was in the Barcelona Football Club for many years,
Hmm.
so it's okay if
Hmm.
Messi beats Spanish selection. It's okay. It's
I,
Messi.
I will say, if Norway beats England, they're gonna win the whole thing.
Yeah, you think
That's
so?
that's my prediction take of the day.
If Holland beats England,
They'll win
then
the whole thing.
Holland will win the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who they play.
It's crazy how I've become a fan of that dude.
Yeah, me
he's
too.
a, he's hilarious, and I've been seeing the memes, and they are hilarious because he's like he's like this big Viking looking guy, but
Yeah.
like sometimes with some of the expressions he makes, he just looks like a troll.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. He's the ugliest fucking guy ever, but I love him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. All
Oh,
right.
one last thing about him. So since we're on his topic, is that
Mhm.
his stats for as young as he is, um,
Best ever.
far surpass like Messi, Ronaldo, all those guys. It far surpasses like Mbappe. He
Yeah.
if he continues at this pace, he's gonna break almost every world record.
Yeah, I agree. He is an animal, and like I don't know. Just looking back at like his past games before the World Cup, like he was tormenting defenders
Hmm.
he's been tormenting defenders for a long time.
Yep. I think you and I probably like saw the same videos after we were like, "Oh fuck, I gotta learn more about this guy."
Yep, yep, yep. Probably just like so yeah, I guess a good time to wrap up because now I'm very, very hungry. uh,
All
all
right,
right.
later, brother.
Good talking to all of you. Love you all. Thank you. And Argent, it's been so good hearing your voice. Thank you for popping in today. And keep building, Argent. You too, Vaped. You too, MetaBeast. And keep building everyone in this room in general. Mew expects a full report on what you're building by next week. Of course, Mew won't have his own
Meow
report
meow
to report, but
meow meow.
exactly. That's what my report will be like, just a bunch of Mews.
Wow.
Meow
Oh,
meow.
wow.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see you back here next week, everyone. Bye bye.